Star Report. I'm your host, Star. Welcome to the show. Folks, it is Sunday evening. I've had a wonderful weekend, as I hope you did as well. And tonight, let me say early, we're going off the rails. I'm going to put a few topics on the table, but please try to stay focused on the main title, okay? Drake destroys Kendrick Lamar with AI Tupac and, and Snoop Dogg diss track. It was beautiful. And I told you so. Tonight, I told you so, huh? I told you it was coming either Thursday or Friday, and it came Friday, late night Friday. The marketing is beautiful. He brought AI into the game. This is where we are in society. This is next level, huh? Oh man. Snoop Dogg, as you already know, he responded on Instagram, sitting there looking like somebody's auntie with the headscarf on, and he said, "I'm going back to bed." The lyrics, you guys can chime in, play around with the lyrics. Listen, I told you, it's all formulas. I'm an old marketing and promotion radio guy, long before you ever heard of me on the radio for the record labels. It's all about formulas, and certain cultures are creatures of habit. So Drake releasing the second diss track at Kendrick Lamar was a strategy based upon an old formula, and it is doing what it's supposed to do, if you ask me. Now, many people are upset about, oh, no, AI, you shouldn't do that, yada, yada. This is where we are in society. It's all AI now. You're calling places to talk about, I don't know, fucking bank information, credit cards, what have you, and you're talking to fucking AIs that you think are human beings, okay? Chime in if you like. That's my main topic this evening. I've got all the details with regards to the new diss track. I think it's fucking beautiful. Also, showrunner. Should boys be circumcised at birth? Now, based upon the last episode that we did on Thursday, where I asked, is douching necessary for females? We had a good discussion. So tonight, let's switch it around a little bit for the males. Should boys be circumcised at birth? Now, I've got some stats, some information. I'll lay this out to you shortly. And listen, if you want to be very open and honest about your situation, feel free to. I'm not saying you have to, but that may or may not make a difference with regards to sensitivity of the tool. So I don't want to get too weird off the rip, but I mean, let's look at it from a perspective of disease, bacteria. I mean, these are some of the reasons why over the decades, centuries, if you will, and also combined with religious, reasons, young boys have been circumcised. Okay, I myself am circumcised. Okay, but some cultures, some parents, some people don't want to get into that. But that's my showrunner for now. Also, guys, we're going to be playing not necessarily catch up, but I want to ask the question. The young female, Sade Robinson, 19 years of age, college student. Most of you guys should know. If you don't, out in Milwaukee, okay, killed and dismembered, and they have arrested a Caucasian male, older than her, okay, 33 years of age. His name is Maxwell Anderson, okay? That was her first date with this guy, okay? And as I said, she was 19 years of age. Condolences, yes, but I have to ask, was she trying to cross over and got crossed out? I don't know if she was an escort. I'm not going to put that on her, but why would she go out with a 33-year-old Caucasian? He looked like an old grunge rocker. Somebody from my era, out of Seattle. He looked like an old fucking grunge rocker. Did she try and cross over too soon, huh? Sheesh. And I got a bunch of other things I want to put on the table, but again, let's stay focused on Drake destroying Kendrick Lamar. Let me say this right now. Hey, Lil Uzi Vert. Hey, girl. Child, Lil Uzi Vert, in case you don't know, was at Coachella, and he did what they used to call back in the 80s after he was voguing. He was serving face, and then he did the death drop. That's what that was called, for those who don't know. I think, and I have no proof, but hey, we're here to entertain ourselves and to somewhat sort of speculate. I think Lil Uzi Vert is coming out and he wants to be sexually free. That's what they call it now. Yes, he's sexually free. Salute to JT from the trash ass City Girls. She was up on Coachella, pardon me, up on social media trying to say, no, he ain't gay. Well, how would she know? They've been dating for quite some time. He's a short guy. He's not good looking. I'm just going to keep it real. And as he's getting older, he's got that little, in my opinion, that little spare tire around his gut. He's dyed his hair some type of nasty burgundy. And he's got to do what he's got to do to stay alive. Now, let me just say this last thing about Uzi Vert. I saw him years ago trying to make reference to Gigi Allen, saying he was into Gigi Allen. Well, Gigi Allen was not into black people. You guys have heard me speak about him. He had a song called No Room for Nigger. So he wasn't fucking with the likes of Lil Uzi Vert, but I think Lil Uzi Vert is trying to come out and be free, okay? All right, other things we can discuss this evening. Taylor Swift dropping a double album, and one of the tracks, she's taking shots. It's a diss track at Kim Kardashian. Pow! That was dropped on Friday. Okay, we can also talk about Breezy. He released a diss track, and Michael Jordan. My question to some of you sports fanatics: pay attention. Was Michael Jordan a good point guard? Let me say that again. Was Michael Jordan a good point guard? Is that a trick question? You tell me, all right? All right. Phone lines open right now. White Boy Rory, are you out there? Do you want to tap in? Dana with the data. I'm not going to have that conversation tonight, but if you want to call in, Dana, and promote your platform, what you and I discussed earlier, please do let me know, and we'll go from there, all right? Also, another showrunner. Hang on a second. I got so much on the table here. Oh, man, where is it? We have to discuss Ryan Garcia redeeming himself and beating Devin Haney like an old slave. Damn. I didn't watch the fight live. I just wasn't interested. I thought that it was going to be a trash fight. However, for those who know boxing, those guys have fought 6 times in the amateurs, and they both won 3 fights, out of the 6 against each other. So this was not, going to be some landslide, going into this particular fight that happened this past Saturday, in case you don't know, at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. All right. Okay, Blade, I got your message. Thank you so much for tapping in early. What is Blade talking about? Okay, thank you, Blade. Blade wants to chime in about the other topic, circumcision. Mike, I got your donation. Okay, well, Mike, I don't know if the young female now deceased, if she was selling the box. I don't know. Do you have any proof? Can you send me some screenshots from her IG page? I couldn't find her IG page. Let me just mark this down. Sade Robinson, 19 years of age. Fucking around with one of them white boys. He was more than likely turned up on that shit and listening to Danzig or Slayer. He wanted himself a little taste of brown sugar. And then here she come fucking around, all right? All right, let's get to the phone lines early. Sunday night. I'm hyped. I'm charged. 704. Good evening. Are you there? Sunday night, 704.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm terrible, to be honest
Can you
with
hear
you.
me?
Yeah. But to be honest with you, I'm terrible. I had a something happened this weekend. But never mind me. How are you, babe? What's cracking?
Oh, well, I hate to hear that. I'm good.
Okay.
So I was just wanting to call in and say, honey, I don't know what you was listening to. Maybe I'll play it back. I think Chris ate that up. Chris did that.
Okay. Mhm. I
And
don't
that's
think it was
he
trash.
did.
Hang on, I don't think it was trash. I'm just,
Hmm.
I don't want to hear diss tracks from Chris Brown. I want to see Chris Brown at the Super Bowl on award show stages. He's that nigga for real, for real. I don't you fuck around with bum ass Quavo, huh? And a diss track. But come on,
True.
come on.
That's true. But at the same time, clearly, I don't know. Chris has a problem with some of the females that he done been with letting go. You know what I mean? Like, along with his alleged drug use and every other thing that's going on with him. They're not telling what's going on with him, honestly. But I mean, it is what it is. Did you hear that Kanye, his little diss he threw it?
No, and I don't care about Kanye. Can we get focused? Drake dropped a diss track. It sounds like you're smoking. That's nice, but let's get focused. Drake has taken Kendrick Lamar's head off, put the nigga in a coffin, and sealed it. What say you about that?
Can, No, sir. I mean, it was cute. It was cute, just like his the first diss track he dropped is it was cute. But at the same time, I come from the time with no Vaseline and hit him up and like real, you know what I'm saying, like coming at you, getting at you, really spitting stuff.
Right.
So right right now, I mean, Drake to me is not a he's an entertainer. So wait till Kendrick drop his.
Did you hear the track? Because you're telling me about some no Vaseline shit, which means you're an older woman, respectfully. Did you hear the Drake diss
Hmm.
track?
I did. Yes, I did.
Okay, come on, come on.
So, you know what I'm saying? And in my opinion, I mean, at the end of the day, I stopped listening to Drake after I think his second album. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it is what it is. I mean,
Okay,
teach his
okay,
own.
all right. Before you go, baby, did you see Lil Uzi Vert do the death drop? Ooh, child.
Honey, I don't know what is wrong with JT. Like, if she did not, he been doing like stuff like that, like for the longest. Like,
He's tired of the fish. Hang on, girl. You said you're an older
mm,
woman. Lil Uzi Vert is tired of the
yeah.
fish. And the other night when he performed, he came out with the Birkin bag. He was sashaying. Yes? Yes?
Yes, 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 yes. He been showing the
Perched and serving the boy cunt. That's what he was doing. That's what he was doing.
yeah, most definitely. All right, babe. Well, I'm gonna drop. I'm
Okay,
saying
babe.
and finish looking at the show.
Okay. Thank
Thank you
you,
for
babe.
taking my call.
Thank you. Okay, okay. All right. Troll babies, a little Uzi. Did he drop the Lil? Is it just Uzi Vert now, huh? He's free now. He's sexually free. Where's number 9? Gene Richmond, are you out there? Bone doing work. Sit tight, so I see you in the queue. I'm coming to you next. Okay, okay. Ricky Dredd, are you calling in? Oh, Ricky Dredd wants to get on the line and cam up. Okay, hold on a second, Ricky Dredd. Let's get you in the queue. Goddamn Sunday night. Pow. Check your email, Ricky Dredd. Okay. Area code 832. Good evening. Drake has destroyed Kendrick Lamar. Yes, no, maybe?
Yeah,
832.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yes, he did. Back like the first one was good. The second one was, something something new to the music consumers. We ain't used to that.
Right.
So, it seems like he's the first to do it. So
Mhm.
watch when others start doing it, what I'm saying,
Mm.
we'll probably appreciate it a
Mm.
little more.
Yeah.
But since it's just hit us now, it's new to us. We ain't used to that. So
Yeah.
it's like, some people on the fence about it. The older folks I see don't like it, the ones that was born in the 80s and before that, it seemed like they don't like it. But the youth, they like it. They taking, they gravitating to it. So it's something new. But for him to hit them back to
Did
back,
you pay attention to the Snoop Dogg AI part where he was talking about Kendrick ain't never been to jail, ain't never wore no orange jumpsuit? Oh man,
I
it was brilliant.
think
Come on.
yes, I think he got that information from somebody. I don't think he's just dry throwing that out there like he don't know what he's talking about. So and to use Snoop to say it, Yes, and then one thing we got to understand here, it's it's not AI. There's some technology that you can use, right? Where you can take somebody's voice that's popular,
Right,
a
right.
celebrity, and actually, write some lyrics and
Yeah.
have them, that voice to use that. So it's not an AI written verse, but it's just AI. And
You sir, your phone's dropping out. Say again. Say again. Okay, this.
are you still there?
Yeah, you're having trouble with your T-Mobile connection. You want to call back, or can you make the adjustments? I'm not rushing you.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Oh,
Hello.
I was making sure you were still there. Got real quiet real
I'm
quick.
right here.
Sorry.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, finish up.
Yes. Hey, you had a topic up there about circumcision,
Yeah.
circumcised.
Let's get back to that for a second because we have to be fair and objective here. We went in on females who don't douche last week. So
Right.
tonight's question: should boys be circumcised after birth?
Well, my mother had 3 boys. I was the third one,
Okay.
and they got circumcised except for me.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up getting circumcised 3 years ago. About 3 years ago. Yeah.
Why did you do it? And how old are you, sir? How old are you?
I am 40 years old, right here in Dallas, Texas.
Okay.
But I got circumcised because I felt ashamed of or embarrassed to have the foreskin.
Foreskin.
The foreskin, where my at the end of my shaft, so I felt embarrassed.
You got tired of girls saying, wait a minute, you got to pull that skin back and I got to make sure you're clean, right? You get tired of that.
No, Star. You know what I used to do before? Like I pulled down my pants, I will stick my hand in my pants and pull the foreskin back. A lot of girls will probably think I was already circumcised.
Gotcha.
I didn't really I was sneaking through it, you know what I'm saying? Because I was ashamed of it myself, you know what I'm saying? But one time, like 4 years ago, a girl was sucking me up real good, and then when she came up kind of hard, and the foreskin came with it, and she was shocked. You know what I'm saying? But I was ashamed of it, running around here looking like an anteater down there. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah.
So now, do you have boys of your own, sir? Do you recommend, circumcision for young males, infants, newborns, what have you?
Well, I recommend it because it does get smelly down there. Real, it does build up if you don't clean a lot down there.
Shit.
And
I wouldn't know, but go ahead.
It's easy. Yeah, it makes it easy to pop it out when you're at the at the urinal. You don't have to pull the skin back to do it.
Okay.
And if you have skin there, and you have it like pulled forward, it will you'll shoot everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You got to hold the tool straight.
Damn.
But with the foreskin removed, you can get it right in there with an accurate, shot.
Hey man, I appreciate the honesty and thank you for your call. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Okay. We're having a discussion here tonight, goddamn. Oh boy, Kendrick, it's over. You don't even have to respond. Fatality. He finished him. I'm saying that. Finish that nigga. I think this is Ricky Dread. Hold on a second. From We Love Hip Hop, Ricky Dread. Is that you, sir?
What up? How's my audio, Star?
You're okay, man. Come a little closer to the camera so we can get a good look at you. How are you, man?
I'm good. Let me make sure I'm centered.
Yeah, make sure you're centered. And I have to remind you, my daughter wants me to tell everybody we don't share a video because she's been giving out strikes as of late, man. Just,
Did I share a video of yours lately?
No, I'm just saying, man, she wants me to remind people because, niggas are hollering at me, but, yo, why'd you give me a strike? I say, hey, I told you don't do it.
I have to give out a strike the other day.
Let's talk your email. What's going on with your email?
So, okay, the track went out, what was it, Friday night?
Yeah.
I
called it.
Okay. He put it up on his Instagram page originally. So my assumption is, okay, this is not an official release. This is not on any streaming platforms. let me see if I can put it up on my YouTube channel. So sent a little DM over to Champagne Poppy and, you know, tried to get the okay to make sure that if I put it up on the YouTube channel that I won't get a copyright strike.
Okay.
And, you know, long story short, I got the response and he said, good to go. So if anybody wants to hear the official full track with Drake, you know, doing AI and Tupac as well as Snoop Dogg, go to the We Love Hip Hop Network page and you can stream it right over there.
Well, now hang on, Ricky Dredd. I first heard about this. I'm looking at April the 20th, 12:11 a.m. on Twitter, on X.
What? The same track?
Yeah, 3 minutes and 52 seconds. Looking right at it.
I don't know about that because remember the track that came out was the push-ups track. Maybe what's our date today? Well,
hang on a second. I'll put this in my.
Or the 20th today.
I'll put this in my live chat. Okay, finish saying what you're saying. So I'm not saying you're capping. I'm just saying that you know the troll babies hit me and at 12:11 a.m. April the 20th, Drizzy, that's his Twitter on X at Drake. He posted tailor-made freestyle, the whole thing. Come on.
Yeah. Saturday morning, technically Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Okay, 12 a.m.
Right.
So the thing is that's getting getting really convoluted with this whole thing is the tracks getting officially released. Right now, as of today, you can find it on my page and you can find it on his Instagram. But you know, before that, there was no official release. He still hasn't put it on streaming platforms. And that's kind of been the argument that's been going on with this, right? They pushed him to put out the other track, Push-Ups, on streaming platforms, Kendrick's Camp, because they said it wasn't official unless it was an actual release song.
Okay.
Right? So it's getting, the waters are getting kind of muddied when it comes to this whole diss track thing. You know what I mean?
Can I jump in? He did release Push-Ups on all streaming platforms, you know, days after he first, I'm going to use the word loosely, leaked the audio.
Right.
But now I want your opinion on tailor-made freestyles. I mean, all the technical stuff, when it's coming on other platforms, that's a conversation for another day. What did you think? Is this, you know, somebody from up there where you are? Folks, if you don't know, Ricky Dredd is from Canada, the Toronto area. Is this next level? What do you think about the diss track itself, Ricky Dredd?
I think the track is brilliant. You know, as far as with the whole art of war that's going on with this right here, it's just another perfect placement, especially with the whole AI conversation that's been going on over the last week or so. There was 2 tracks that were released from Kendrick Lamar, or not Kendrick Lamar, that were AI made, and the creators came out the woodworks and showed how they made it. So Drake leaned into that narrative, put out a song where he did a brilliant verse in Tupac's AI.
Yeah.
I never heard Tupac rap like that before, right?
Well, it wasn't really Tupac, Ricky Dredd.
No, but even like the level that Drake raps at, I was like, I've never heard a Tupac rhyme that hard before. With all due respect to the Pac lovers out there, you know what I'm saying? But Pac never sounded that good.
Okay.
Even Snoop Dogg, right? So, and did you see the reaction from Snoop Dogg the next morning?
Yeah, I spoke about that already. But hang on a second, Ricky Dredd. Pardon me if I'm a little too hype right now, but I mean, you're from the 6. We're talking about the 6 God. Did Drake pull out his dick? Do you want to say that Kendrick and the niggas out west suck a dick? What are we doing? Come on, Ricky Dredd.
Well, listen, all I gotta say is that Kendrick is on the clock. I seen that post from
He's
DJ
finished.
Head.
He's on the clock. He's out of here.
I think he's kind of running. I think he's running an audible, Star. I think he had something prepared.
Well,
and
hold on, Ricky, hold on. Floor Boy Jay, I see you in the queue. So you there? What's that, PJ?
Nigga, let me in, man. I'm posted, man.
Nigga, let's go. Let's go. It's Sunday night. I'm turned the fuck up. But Ricky Dredd is here with me. Who else is Bone Do? What's popping? Let's go, man.
All right, man. Salute Ricky Drake. We did content a few years back about Drake before, so I already know where he stands.
Yeah.
Come on, let's keep it real, man. You run a hip hop platform. We do this hip hop thing. We stand on certain precedents. You and I both know using AI to do fake Pac and fake Snoop records ain't it. You could have just dropped the diss record and didn't have to use any voice AI. That wasn't a smooth move. When we were talking about, and I'm just going to stick on this point for a second, we're talking about artist rights. We're talking about AI. We're talking about niggas selling their catalogs. We're talking about consolidation of the industry. Drake is standing with the machine. Him using AI is showing you he's not for the people or the artist. He's for the machine. And if you are entertaining Drake or standing on the side of Drake, then you're staying on the side of the erosion of art. There's no way around it. And I'll pass it to Drake.
Well, hang on a second before we go to Ricky Dredd. I mean, that sounds hot, Florida Boy J, but we talking about, when it's on, it's on. Everybody can catch it. Who makes the rules? I've never heard of any quote unquote fucking rules. Taylor Swift just came for Kim Kardashian's kids. Did anybody catch that one?
Big tune.
Taylor Swift said in her new song, talking about Kim Kardashian, your kids will be singing this in years to come. So what is all this? You can't use AI shit. He did it. It's popping. It's up. Ricky Dredd, let's go, man.
And the thing is, you do make a compelling argument, Florida Boy J, but the thing is with the AI, there's two ways of using it. You can, put a prompt into Chat GPT and give you a rhyme. In the end of the day, this is still Drake putting down those rhymes, and it's changing the voice up. So, and he did the 8 Mile. He played the whole 8 Mile with that, because all of the different things that he was making Snoop Dogg and Tupac say that he should do are all the disses that Kendrick are probably going to be using against him.
Tupac, I like the Tupac AI, and Snoop is, if you ask me, correct me if I'm wrong, Florida Boy J, he's okay with this. He's not, kicking up dust. Yo, take my shit out of there. Has he said anything since his first reaction, Florida Boy J, when he said, I'm going back to bed? Anything since then?
No, he hasn't. But when has Snoop ever been standing with the people? He's been a corporate puppet since he was able to in the 90s. Snoop has never been with the artists, been with the people, said, no, I'm not going to sign this corporate deal to stand with you niggas. So if Snoop co-signed, he doesn't have any social equity with us. Not no real niggas. So don't be using Snoop like he's some barometer of real. Like, oh, Snoop co-signed it, so you got to stand next to Snoop. Y'all be that when y'all talk to an 18-year-old, man. Stop playing with me, man.
Snoop Shucky Shuck.
Phone doing work. What up, baby? I'm on that end.
What up, man? I think Florida Boy and him, they both tripping.
Right.
The AI was stupid high.
Fire.
The AI was stupid high. You talking about you throwing artistry out the window? I mean, if you want to go to that, man, they kept Drake in the game 10 years after the ghostwriter allegations came out. So they don't care about that no more. It ain't about
all that shit, nigga. It's up.
And to me, that added to the artistry. I thought it was genius. I thought that was one of the most genius moves I've ever seen in a rap beef. Because you got Kendrick, who's supposed to be Mr. West Coast. His biggest heroes just dissed him on the track, and it was all facts. Imagine hearing that from your hero, just destroying you. Yeah, Drake won. There ain't nothing Kendrick could do. What's crazy is the longer Kendrick waits to respond, the better the diss got to be. You know what I'm saying? The better the diss got to be if he waiting this long. If it was a day after, we might have been all right with a mediocre diss. But a week later, and you letting Drake drop 2 songs on you, he might as well call it back-to-back part 2. He dropped back-to-back on him, boy.
Facts. Let's go.
I got some more.
You're on the floor. Hang on, Ricky Dredd. Florida Boy Jay's he's got something to
say. And that's what's funny about it. When Push Up record came out, nobody was quote. We heard the Metro chefs make some drums line, but outside of that, it's not like niggas are running around quoting lines from this tailor-made track. If Drake was so confident in Push Up, he would have stood next to it and let it simmer and let it sit. We don't need you to rush out a Tupac and Snoop AI track, and you're using Tupac's voice to soft launch or soft land underage charges that we are putting on you, that we've seen on camera with you and a 17-year-old on stage. Like, what are we talking about? On top of the fact, like you just said, oh, niggas got ghostwritten charges. and he passed that. Yeah, he passed that to the sandal wearing niggas, to the teeny bopping niggas, to the niggas who are casual hip hop fans who listen to Taylor Swift too. Not the niggas who live and breathe the culture, not niggas who actually appreciate bars. Y'all have been socially conditioned since '08 to accept Drake. Drake is what Elvis was to black music. Drake is to black music, and you niggas are standing around letting him socially condition y'all to accept things would never accept from Elvis, would never accept from other niggas. We got Nelly out of here for swiping the card on booty cheeks.
Well,
We got Ja Rule out of here.
Hang on, Flow Boy J. So all that team light skin shit is out the window with you now?
Facts.
That's your problem. This why I gotta draw the line. Star, you, Drake, J. Cole, y'all are biracial. Me, I am light skinned. Both my parents are black. Both sets of
You're lighter than me.
Don't lie me up
you're
with y'all.
me.
I'm over here with Kendrick and Future. I'm not over there with the biracial coalition.
This nigga be flip-flopping like crazy. Back to you, Ricky Dredd, and promote your platform, sir.
So I'm not gonna argue the whole ghostwriting allegations. I will say one thing from somebody over here in the 6. I've seen the boy from day one rapping without no ghostwriters, freestyling on the corners, doing his thing from before he was a famous rapper. So his pen has never been in question from day one, but that's a whole other story. I'll say this. He put out that AI song, but that's not the final song. They're just playing. That's just a jab.
He's got more to come. He's got more to come.
Unlimited.
It's guaranteed they have more to come. There's at least more than one song that they have in the chamber ready. So that one was just, let me just throw that one out. He even says in the song, that last one took me about an hour or two, and this one even less.
Okay.
So it doesn't even take him that long to write.
So when is the next Drake diss track coming? I'm gonna say in 2 weeks he's gonna drop another one.
Well, everybody's waiting for Kendrick. Kendrick's on the clock.
I don't think Kendrick's gonna do nothing, but I think Drake is coming. I'll say in under 2 weeks, Drake is gonna drop another one.
I agree, but there's also Kendrick has an album that's coming out next month.
Wow.
It's been spoken about on the Rory and Maul podcast. Okay, I don't know if they got some kind of inside information, right? So they were talking about that. So he might be waiting for that album to come out to drop the song, like how Ether came out. Who knows? But we're not in those times. We're living in a different time where people expect this stuff way faster. We can't be waiting a month and a half or.
Well, hang on. Stay with me now. Based upon what you just said, and if that is true, he's waiting until his album comes out. Florida Boy J, wouldn't that make Kendrick Lamar a part of the machine? I mean, it's not really natural. He doesn't want to jump into the battle down here in the trenches with the real niggas. He wants to have the machine behind him because he's a tool for the Illuminati, so to speak. FBJ?
What I'm saying is, we had Drake waited weeks until the Like That verse dropped, and he dropped. Kendrick called niggas out of control. He didn't respond. But now Drake wants to come out and drop these 2 songs because he doesn't have anybody to stand next to. Now we got to put the clock on Kendrick.
Yes.
What are we talking? Why are we moving? Listen, Star. If this was basketball, we don't lower the goal down so wheelchair Jimmy can dunk without standing up. All y'all been doing, we used to go on Flex and freestyle. Now niggas bringing out Palm Pilot and freestyling with a phone with verses and notes. And y'all accepted it then. Now y'all accepting ghost written bars now. Y'all niggas put your skirts on and lower the rim. We playing touch football, man.
Okay. Ricky Dredd, good to talk to you, man. I gotta shake this up here.
Okay, so in parting, check out We Love Hip Hop Network on YouTube. We drop 2 episodes a week on all streaming platforms for the listeners. But FBJ, for that control verse, go back in Drake's catalog and check out a song named The Language. And you'll hear Kendrick response in there.
Nothing Was the Same, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Ricky Dredd. Thank you, man. Salute. Okay, Ricky Dredd tapping if We Love Hip Hop. Bone doing work. Well, what's going on, man? Did you see Ryan Garcia get it in and beat that nigga Devin like an old slave? Did you see the fight?
Yeah. Yes, sir. I bet the plus 1,400 Ryan Garcia by decision. Devin Haney a boring fighter. That was great for boxing. We needed Devin Haney to get out of here because you can't have one of the best fighters in the world also be the most boring fighter in the world. So I'm
you
so
actually
happy that he
bet money?
lost.
You bet money?
Yeah, I can send a screenshot. Plus
How
1,400.
much
That was
did
the
you
odds.
win?
I bet 100 to win 1,400
Okay.
on Ryan Garcia. He had to win by decision. It was to the point where he was rocking Devin Haney so hard that I was like, please stop rocking him. I need the decision. I need the decision because if he would got knocked out, I would have lost. So
Well, he
yeah, I
won by
watched it.
majority decision for those who didn't see the fight. Hold on a second. Let me put that on the screen. Okay. Salute to Devin Haney's father. You know, he said all the right things, and then he made a video showing that he's still outside. Who we lost, but I'm still outside. I like the fact that he's keeping that same energy. Florida Boy Jay, correct me if I'm wrong. They fought 6 times in the amateurs, right? And they both won 3 fights apiece. So this could have went either way. Yes, no, Florida Boy Jay?
It could have went either way based off of the past, but let's not act like this is that fight was a surprise to any of us. Even as a Black American, I was going with Ryan Garcia just because I knew he was a better boxer.
Okay.
Devin Haney and his father's like the LeVar Ball of basketball of boxing. He kind of talks and oversells his son, and then when his son fails disappoint, now the father got to speak up or the father got to disappear. But this fight didn't really happen. To me, this fight shouldn't really happen. And Devin Haney, he can still recover because Mayweather in his 50-0 boxing tainted everybody else after him. But he can still survive because nigga said Ryan Garcia was out after he lost against Tank. Haney can still survive, but as far as him making money, as far as him being a draw, that's not going to happen anytime soon.
I have to totally disagree with you, and I like when you and I are on opposite sides of the fence. Bill Haney, we're talking about, Devin Haney's father. Devin Haney has never lost in the pros, so they didn't know how, or there was no anything for us to know how they have responded in the past. I thought he was very professional. He stated he loves his son. He wasn't accusing people of and the referee, who annoyed the fuck out of me, he didn't take shots at the ref. He said we want a rematch, and then he said salute to Ryan Garcia. So why are you kicking in Bill Haney's back, Florida Boy Jay?
I'm kicking in Bill Haney's back because he's been running around here talking cash shit like his son's the next Mayweather, like his son's that nigga. And I understand fathers support their kids, just like Lonzo Ball, just like Haney. And then you get to the point where you oversell a nigga, and if somebody in that ring hungry, it don't matter if Ryan Garcia is a pretty boy. It don't matter if Ryan Garcia comes from Mexican heritage. He don't come from the street. Nigga, you got beat like an old Virginia slave. This close to Cinco de Mayo. You got beat, and just like a black. Just let me kick another light skinned nigga back in. Just like a nigga showing up in that fly jiggy, Fear God Essentials gear. He got on the shoe surgeon, Fear God boxing sneakers with that fly jiggy short. Got beat like OG. How you got beat with the drip? How you got the drip on and got beat down? It was like Freaky London with boxing gloves.
Bone don't work. You want to jump in there with regards to the fight? Did you see it live or you saw the?
Yeah, I saw it live. The thing is, I'm a gambling man, so when I picked Ryan, it's all about the numbers. You had 2 fighters that, like you said, were split 3-3 apiece.
And the amateurs.
And the odds for the bet, Ryan Garcia was a plus 650 underdog, which if you're a betting man, if 2 teams go up against each other and they split, and you're going to give me the other guy for plus 160, 650 odds at underdog, you got to go with the underdog because they're basically so evenly matched. But they tried to fool the world and make it seem like Devin Haney was just going to destroy him. He was a negative 1,200 favorite at a point. You had to bet $1,200 to win 100 at a point on Devin Haney. But Devin Haney, he's always been a bootleg Floyd Mayweather. I've been saying this for years. He reminds me of Floyd Mayweather. He has similarities, but if Floyd Mayweather is an A+ at it, Devin Haney is at best like a C+ at what Mayweather does. But that's what makes boxing really good right now. None of these guys at that weight class are perfect. They're all beatable. So I think it's good for boxing. None of these guys is gonna be like a Floyd Mayweather where they just beat everybody and it's a boring fight most of the time. All of these guys are beatable.
If I can jump in and correct me if I'm wrong. Ryan Garcia lost $1.5 million in a bet, personal bet to Devin Haney because he came in 3 pounds overweight, which means he could not win the belt.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, no. He did win the belt, right, Florida Boy J, but he
No.
could not get the title.
No belt. No belt.
No belt also?
No belt.
Yeah, no belt.
Okay. Now I know he couldn't get the title, but okay, pardon me. But so he did make good on his bet that he lost. How much was the purse overall? Do we know for the win?
I mean, if I had to estimate, because you know it's all about pay-per-view buys on the back end, but I'm sure he's gonna make about like 20, 30 M's.
Okay.
If I had to guess, around there, it seems like the common payday for this level of a fight. But yeah, he has to rematch Tank Davis at this point, and Tank Davis can't rematch him with a rehydration clause, and that was a big thing in the Ryan versus Tank Davis. Ryan Garcia wasn't allowed to rehydrate after the weigh-in. There's like pictures out right now. Ryan Garcia looks like a skeleton versus Tank Davis.
Yeah. I salute him. He stepped up to the plate. He was doing a lot of trolling, and at times it was a bit much, excessive. But he came through in the clutch, man. And I even have to say salute to Devin Haney because he does a lot of too much extra shit. I saw him with my homie Gilly. He was out there with Gillian Wallow. He's showing the Lamborghini with the doors. He had on what did he have on? The furry fucking the house slippers and all that jiggy shit. And
you get money.
What's that?
Now I was like pocket watching.
Oh
nigga,
yes,
man.
I stay pocket watching. And he was talking about all my cars is paid for, and I got ones in LA. Everything's paid for. I said, okay, big nigga. Then he got his shit rocked, but yes, I just want to mention that, man, that I think that they both did an incredible job. And he talks about when the rematch is going to take place. Florida Boy J.
Not yet. I didn't see any soft dates confirmed or any dates confirmed for rematch yet. Mm-hmm. I haven't. Not saying there hasn't been one, but I haven't found any yet.
Yeah. Bone, don't work. I'm gonna let you finish up because Florida Boy J and I have to talk about some other topics, man. But what's going on with you otherwise?
I was just gonna comment lastly on a little bit on the Sade Robinson from Milwaukee who got killed.
Yeah, R.I.P. She was 19 years of age. You're in Milwaukee, right?
Yeah, facts. I talked about it a little bit last time when I called.
Right.
I kind of said there might be a serial killer, so I kind of jumped the gun because they was digging up his house. So people were speculating they were going to find multiple bodies at his house. They started digging holes at his crib.
Come on.
But the man, he was a bartender in Milwaukee. So if I had to guess, that might be how this girl met the man, because she worked in the downtown area. I know people who were friends with her, and from what I know, she seems like she wasn't out here selling nothing like that. It wasn't nothing like that. Like it was like a first date type of thing. If I had to guess, like she worked at a pretty famous spot in Milwaukee. So he might have just met her there, if I had to guess, and brought her home and did that.
So, okay, so you're in Milwaukee, and this is where this occurred. There's new reports saying that other body parts have been discovered now in Wisconsin. So, 33-year-old Maxwell Anderson, has he confessed, or is he indeed the killer?
He is, and that's how they've been finding these body parts. He basically started just dropping body parts all around the city. Like they're finding body parts all around the city.
Hang on. Did he confess, or how do you know he's?
Yes, because that's how they got led to the other body parts.
He confessed.
Yeah, but the police aren't coming out and like saying that yet. But it's just obvious at this point. That's how they've been finding the body parts.
He didn't confess. Hang on, don't say he is the killer. Just right now, it's just alleged. So you don't know if he.
Yeah, I mean, I think he told the police that, but I don't know. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. Condolences to the family. She was a cutie. Now, do you think or does she have an Instagram page where she, popping bottles, talking about, yeah, girl, I'm in Dubai, and
No,
next
she
month
wasn't.
I'm gonna
From
be
what
in
I know,
San
like I didn't know.
Tropez. Fuck these niggas.
Yeah. From what I know, like one of my good friends that I went to school with worked with her, and like the girl that she worked with was one of the most clean cut girls that I know. So just off that, I don't think she was that type of girl. Like
Well,
she had a job at one of the most prominent places in Milwaukee. So
you don't know if she was an escort. That's what you're saying. You don't know.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that no info like that has came out yet, but if I had a guess, she doesn't come off as that type of girl.
Hey man, good to talk to you.
For sure, man.
If I do a show tomorrow, Tuesday, I want you to do a little research. You're really into boxing?
Yeah, that's all I watch. I don't really even watch basketball like that. I watch boxing and UFC. That's it.
Did you ever see back in September the 29th, 2001, Bernard Hopkins when he dropped Felix Trinidad?
Yeah, I was a kid, but I remember that night specifically. I went for Bernard Hopkins.
Wait. Why didn't you support Felix Trinidad? Now they both came on my show, Storm Buckwild show.
Yeah.
And Bernard Hopkins, he was taking the flag, Felix native flag, and throwing this shit down. They wanted to kill him. And then in the last round, he turned it over that right punch, pow, and dropped him.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah. You see, when that happened, I was literally 8 years old, so I wasn't too big on my sports knowledge. And Bernard Hopkins used to come out in the mask. And so just as a kid, I remember seeing that, like, oh, that guy in the
We'll
executioner mask
discuss
is
it
gonna
later.
win.
Don't worry about it.
For sure.
Good to talk to you, man.
Hell yeah, man. Peace out.
Okay, peace out. Bone doing work, tapping in. Florida Boy J, are you there, sir? FBJ.
Yes, sir. I'm here on the mic, man.
Okay. All right. I want to come back and get your final thoughts on Drake, in my opinion, destroying Kendrick Lamar again. I don't give a fuck about his album coming out next month or in 2 months. It's up right now. I think the AI edition is beautiful. And from what I can see, some type of little consensus reading comments and looking at other, content creators. The younger generation today, they don't care that it's AI. They think that Drake is murdering Kendrick. I don't care.
Well, this is what I'm trying to say. Even when we talk about the young content creators, the streamers, when we talk about Kai, we talk about Act, we talk about Aiden Ross. All these kids, all these guys are people that Drake has put his arm around in the last 6 to 8 months to ease them up. So even if Kendrick takes the L, they're not going to be like, even if Drake takes the L, they're not going to get on their platform and say, oh, Drake took an L. They're getting on their platforms and soft shoot and pander to their perceived friend like Drake. That's why Drake can't even get a feature right now. He couldn't call 21. He couldn't call Yachty. He couldn't call Future. He had to use fake AI because there's not a living, breathing soul that will get caught dead on a track with him while he's talking trash to everybody else. He don't have real power. He didn't have a feature on his first disc. He put Act as a soundbite because he ain't got no real power. He ain't got nobody in the industry standing next to him besides Lucien Grains and the powers that be. Real hip-hop, the real culture, the real niggas who aren't bought by bots and aren't paid advertisements for OVO are speaking the truth. This is whack juice. This is soft music. Stop listening to the loud minority and listen to the silent majority who don't have platforms to speak. But a lot of Drake fans have platforms that have been bought and paid for by OVO. So when this happens,
I have to commend you on your dedication to Kendrick Lamar. And I was more so talking about when I say consensus of the audience, not necessarily the content creators, but okay, so you're saying that this is caca, this is trash, and Kendrick is going to come back and murder this nigga. That's what you're saying, yes?
I'm not saying it's trash, but it's the same issue we have with Bronze Sexuals with Aubrey the Angels. LeBron puts up a 30-point triple-double. Niggas act like it's godsend. A nigga like Westbrook does it. It wasn't efficient. J. Cole drops a mid-diss record. Niggas call it mid-trash. Drake drops a mid-diss record. Niggas act like he just dropped Ether.
Right.
And it's like, bruh, we moved the goalpost down. and then we move it around when he doesn't live up to expectations. It's not about Kendrick. It's about the culture, and it's about people seeing what's actually happening to him and how they're being duped in the sides in real time.
Okay. Hey, man, before you go, I asked a question earlier. I've got no responses. Zero. So I might as well, say that I was trying to throw people a curveball. I asked, was Michael Jordan a good point guard? Now, for those who know basketball, Michael Jordan played the point guard position on the Chicago Bulls. I forget for how long, but it was when Doug Collins was the coach before Phil Jackson came in. Yes, Florida Boy J, and he actually requested to be the point guard. And what were his stats? I think his stats were pretty good. Yes, when he played point guard.
Yeah, he actually put a few triple doubles. The season you're talking about was, I want to say, the 88-89 season when he spent time
I
as point
forget.
guard.
I don't know basketball. I forget.
Yeah, it was the 89. Yeah, it was the 88-89 season. He played as a point guard. He averaged 15. He didn't average, but he put up 15 assists in his first game as a point guard. 2 days later, put up 21 points, 14 rebounds, and 14 assists in just 30 minutes against the Pacers. And then in the 91 NBA Finals, Michael Jordan averaged 11.4 assists. And what people don't really realize is Michael Jordan's hands, the way people talk about Kawhi Leonard's hands today, Michael Jordan had claws for hands. His hands were so big. That was why he was able to catch the rebound and switch directions at that speed. He was an awesome point guard. He could have played point guard.
Hang on. I don't think he played point guard in the 91 season because that's when Phil Jackson came in.
No, you're right. He didn't play point guard, but he still averaged 11.4 assists in that 5-game series against
I'm specifically talking about when he played the point guard position. I remember that. And I said, whoa, he's doing a lot, and I don't remember the stats, but he had some great stats, if memory serves me correctly. Yeah. All right, man.
The 88-89 season, yes, sir.
Yeah. Hey, man, thank you for tapping. Anything else you want to mention? Wait a minute. Wait. Did you and I talk about Lil Uzi Vert yet?
Oh, man, you Lil Susie Vert? Nah, we ain't talked about Bussy Boy yet, man. But, hey, guess what? The same people that I see out here co-signing Drake's AI track, I want to see these niggas with they matching purses and they high heels doing the death drop, dash chain, and voguing because y'all co-signing this soft shit in hip-hop. So I need the same Drake stand-wearing niggas to co-sign Lil Uzi, get their red wigs on, and start moving around.
Me and JT are friends now. I'm always going to love her, but I've had to move on and do me.
and Uzi, stop making these Florida birds look crazy, man. You got JT looking crazy out here. You over here with your purse, got better fingernail polish than her. Come on, man. What we doing, Uzi?
Uzi Vert pulled out a Birkin bag. That wasn't no fucking Juicy Couture.
Pulled it out and walked off stage like his top called him, said I'm outside.
Yeah. Oh shit. Okay. Hey man, good to talk to you. Florida Boy J.
Absolutely. Have a great show.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate
Thank you. Okay. All right, let's get back to business here, guys. Showrunner, should boys be circumcised at birth? Okay. We're done with Uzi Vert, the conversation. We never had the conversation about Taylor Swift. She dropped a double album, and she's got a track coming right at Kim Kardashian's head. And in the title, pardon me, if you don't know, in the title of the song, Thank You, Amy, she spells out Kim Kardashian's name, capital K and thank, and then in Amy, capital I, and then capital M. We got ourselves a white girl feud. This is big business. As a matter of fact, I'm looking at Business Insider has this story. Holy shit! All right. Joe Pilot, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Devin didn't have the power to keep Ryan honest. Okay. Yeah, he got dropped, man. He got dropped like a bad habit. Thank you for your donation. Christopher got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. You're on the line. Sit tight, sir. 6267, pardon me. Christopher, you're up next. Hang on. Okay. Rory, I see you in the queue. Sit tight. Okay. Shot by Fabi 760. Sit tight, sir. You're up next. Sharif, peace. Sharif, good to hear from you, sir. Thank you for your support. Sir Shy. He says, Star, make sure you have the same energy when Kendrick responds with the ether. Well, can you tell us when it's coming? Sir Shy. Well, when is it coming? Area code 267. Good evening. Are you there? Sunday night.
Yeah, right.
267.
Yeah, right here, Star. Can you hear me? I'm on the AirPod.
Yes, sir. How are you? Peace.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm calling in from North Philly, man. Hey, man. Hey, Star, you not up to speed, man. You not up to speed, Star. You ain't know that the boy Ye dropped a diss track this morning on.
Sir, we don't care. Yes, I know. Please don't call it yo. You don't know. I don't give a fuck about Ye, sir. That's 2 days old, sir.
But listen,
sir.
no,
sir. Slow down. That's not my topic. Okay, stay on topic.
So,
Drake, it's on the screen.
Topic?
Okay, so you've got to take the headset off. I can't do this type of call. You're screaming. You're not listening. Take the headset off, please. Sheesh.
All right, you got me now.
It sounds like you're in a tunnel, man. Come on, dude.
No, you got me now.
Okay, what's on my screen, sir? What's on my screen?
Yeah, should the boys be uncircumcised at birth?
Okay, and Drake drops another diss track on Kendrick Lamar, sir. I don't give a fuck about Ye, sir.
I'm not up to speed yet. I'm not up to speed on the.
You're not up to speed.
Yeah, I ain't up to speed.
Okay, I appreciate the donation, man, but I gotta stay focused, sir. I think Ye is
no
washed.
No doubt. I'm running late. No doubt. Yeah.
Hang on. You said North Philly, yes? Old school or new school?
Yeah, I'm 41 years old,
okay. All right, Peter, my nigga Tommy Butter, yeah? Huh?
No, I ain't on the Tommy tip and all that.
Well, no, that was my nigga. Come on, Richard Allen Houses, man. That was my nigga.
Yeah. I heard you talk about it before.
Yeah, man. Okay. So thank you for tapping in, man. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, yes, no doubt.
Okay. Ram Squad, huh? Oh, it's a good nigga, boy. Yes, he was. He's taking a dirt nap now, but hey, it is what it is. White boy Rory tapping in Sunday night.
Yo.
What's
up, Stark? What's going on?
You tell me, man. Did a young up and coming mammy try to cross over and then got crossed out? Did a white boy do what white boys do, Rory?
Like they always do, like they always do.
Huh?
Well, first off, can I say salute to all the brothers in the live chat hating on the white boy. I see you hating on the white boy, hating my style. They don't like me because when I camped up, all the black girls was coming on here asking to take me out for a date, asking to take me out for a drink.
Right.
Right. Want to have my baby, want to have a mixed baby with me. They see the blue eyes, they want to have a mixed black baby.
Right.
So that's where a lot of the hate comes from, I don't know what happened to homegirl. Out there. I feel bad for her, R.I.P. But how was she like 18, 19, going on a date with a 35-year-old dude? Where's her father at?
Let's speculate. Let's speculate, huh?
Where's her people at?
Speculate. Was she from the hood and she thought she was going to catch herself, a simp, a lame, a white boy she could wrap around her fingers and then got more than what she bargained for, huh?
Yeah, I mean, if it's plausible, I'll tell you that story. It's plausible. He could have woke up and caught her ghetto ass trying to steal his watch and his wallet and said, "Oh no, bitch, it's time you gonna learn a lesson this time." It's plausible. I mean, because the story's wild as hell. It don't make any sense. She was a good-looking young girl. She was, very young. And for her to go out with a white dude like that dude looked like a Viking and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? He looked crazy as hell. So, it seems like something was up. I don't want to put that on her that she was out there selling a coochie. But it's plausible. I mean, maybe she was.
Let me jump in, white boy, because me and you talk behind the scenes. We talk behind the scenes. And let's talk right now like we talk behind the fucking scenes, okay? She was average looking at best. She wasn't no dime. Huh? She caught what she thought was going to be a lick. Or a white boy that would do what a nigga wouldn't do. Got to doing a little too much, and he went into white boy mode. He's one of them white boys who's
100%.
Yeah, come on. He's one of
100%.
He looked at her and he said, "Hey, I just want to smash. What's all the talking about? What's all that? I don't want to be.
Right.
I want to be your fucking your Instagram fucking go live with you on the gram. Nah, let's smash. Let's call it." And she started running her fucking mouth. This is all alleged, folks. And he did what white boys do, Rory. Come on, step up to the fucking plate tonight.
Well, like I tell you, I mean, a lot of these black girls, they think white boys are sweet and right. It's easy pickings,
Right.
And we're a little bit different. We might not square up with you like a black dude would do and beat your ass in front of everybody, but we'll choke the shit out of you and kill your ass if you fuck with us. If you really make us mad and make us jealous, or tell us that we got a small wiener because we're not black or something like that. We liable to choke the living shit out of you till you ain't around no more.
Let's go. Fuck the algorithm. Let's go, white boy. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm serious, man. And then we could get real medieval on a bitch. We could get real medieval on a bitch. You cut a bitch up, it's just, don't fuck with white boys like that. You think that all white boys are sweet? They're not. You think you can play with people. You got to watch out. You got to watch out. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. And we the kings of this country. So, you got to watch the way you approach us and talk to us, man.
Did she ask him? Hang on a second. Did she ask him something about, let me put my number or something in your phone, right? And then she gets his phone, and then she tried to do the old flim-flam that a lot of these fucking mammies do, where they go to the Cash App and they send themselves $1,000 and then give you the phone back. And did he then go look at the phone, check his Cash App, and say, "Wait a minute, mammy, you just sent yourself a rack? Hold on a second, you got me fucked up.
Wait a minute, bitch.
Wait a minute.
Ghetto ass bitch. Hold on a second. Did you just drain my motherfucking bank account? Oh, no. I'm going to teach your nappy ass a lesson right here, right now.
Let's go.
How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare your nappy ass mess with the colander on a Friday night? And I'm just trying to have a good time.
Right.
And I'm letting you have a good time.
Now we're talking.
Yeah. Come in my world. Welcome to my world, bitch. It gets real dark around here,
Yeah. Condolences to the family, yes.
We didn't colonize the goddamn known world for nothing. Without, it took a lot of brutality. Maybe she should have, stayed in history class. Maybe that was her problem. Maybe she failed social studies or some shit, but they should have taught her ass about the white man,
Okay. Now we're talking, me and you. Now we're talking.
That's where we're going with this, and that's where we're going with this. What the hell was her dumb ass doing out with that goddamn Neanderthal? You want to run with the Neanderthal? Well, Neanderthals take the boat on the river or on the lake, and sometimes everything that goes on the boat don't come back off the boat.
Right.
Right.
Her father or whoever should have told her, be careful around them white boys because they will put something in your drink. You'll fuck around, you'll wake up and you can't move your arms,
these white boys crazy. These white boys who get medieval, if they're able to get you into a room or an apartment by themselves, you never know what's going to happen. Next thing you know, you in a contraption hanging off the wall and, you're doing splits you never thought you could do before.
All right.
You know what I'm saying, Star? You hung out with white boys before, you know.
I grew up in white boys. That's so I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Hang on, before you go, do you care about the Drake?
We make our own sex toys,
right?
You know,
the new Drake diss track. Did you hear it? The new Drake diss track. I think it's over for Kendrick. It's over.
Yeah, white boys killing him. The white boys kill him. They call him the white boy, so we'll call him the white boy. Yeah. He's killing him. You know,
he's the Jew from the Six. The Jew from the Six.
Yeah. It's a goddamn Jew, you know. And, you know, I don't. Everybody getting mad about the AI. I mean, sampling has been a part of hip hop forever.
Oh,
you know.
Great point.
So you hear you know, Mobb Deep in some of Biggie's songs or his hooks.
Yeah.
You know, you hear Gangstar in a lot of dudes hooks or in there, you know, when they're scratching and shit.
Right.
So. Yeah, sampling it's AI is similar to sampling. You know, it's just a more modern version of sampling. It's like hip hop evolving with the computers and with the time. You know, and it's probably gonna take Kendrick Lamar 3 months and 50 ghostwriters, you know, to come back with something. Because this dude's a total goofball. I mean, he's a goofball from the jump. I seen one interview with him where he was like dressed up like this guy got a lot of money, right? And he got a mansion. He's in LA. No, he's doing an interview from a backyard in Compton, dressed like a guy in prison with gray sweatpants and a white T-shirt.
Yeah.
Like he's
Kendrick actually lives.
Kendrick
lives in Bel Air. He's in Bel Air.
Right. Right. He lives in Bel Air.
Old white money.
Sudden he's talking. Right, now all of a sudden he's talking this check-in shit and you don't want to come to LA. We go, so when were you ever like that? I bet you Drake would slap you around in a one-on-one. He doesn't have any more street credibility than Drake does, except he just claims LA and he's from LA. That's it. But he's not, you know, like a street guy or a gangster or nothing like that. He's nothing like that, you know? And you can see it in his rhymes. He's goofy. He's like really like corny and goofy.
I think so.
He's a bad representation for LA. LA got way more better rappers and realer rappers than that. You know, I heard some of the younger guys I laughed called in tonight talking about the culture and the culture. You're the one that made the hip hop culture bussiest. Like your generation, you accepted guys like Correction Officer Rick Ross as the culture. You accepted.
Okay, hang on now. I fuck with Ricky Rose. Slow down, white boy. Now you're doing too much.
Right, I'm saying, you know, they're talking about all this.
Right.
There's something so protective about the culture. The culture's gone. That whole culture is gone. That's been, you know, shit it all played out. But yeah, I wanted to talk about Ryan Garcia. You saw the fight, sir?
Hold on a second. Left-handed, sit tight. You're up next. Left-handed, sit tight, sir. Yeah, I saw the fight. You and I were texting yesterday. Salute to Devin Haney, man. This is his first loss as a professional boxer. First loss as a professional. And I got to give his father a credit, man. His father's, you know, I like his response to things. He wasn't ducking and dodging questions. But what do you think about the beating that he took from Ryan Garcia? Pardon me. How was it beating?
Ryan Garcia beat the Nation of Islam out that boy.
Oh shit!
He beat the Nation of Islam out of him. He's not. I mean, he might not even go back to that religion after that. They taught him all this stuff about the white man is weak and the white man is this and that. That Ryan Garcia is a white boy, and in every sense of the word. And he whipped his ass so bad. Devin Haney's soup coolers looked like 5 inches fucking bigger after that fight last night. You know, he whipped his ass. He was salsa dancing on him afterwards. You know, and Ryan Garcia is zesty as hell. I don't care what anybody says. I'm giving him respect. I'm not dissing him. I'm just saying.
Right.
You know, after the fight, I never heard a fighter. Right after the fight, he said, "Just because I'm prettier than a motherfucker don't mean I can't fight."
Right.
You know, that's crazy. That's crazy. You know. But yeah, salute to Ryan Garcia. he put that brother in his place like he should, as he should. And if the referee, black guy, trying his best to cheat for Devin Haney, there was the judge that scored it a draw, black dude trying his best to cheat for Devin Haney, and that's how it is with the black dudes. If you get them in a one-on-one fight and you start winning, they're gonna jump you. It don't matter. They're gonna jump you. Like the ref, if that wasn't on television, the referee and the judge, they would have jumped in the ring and jumped Ryan. You know what I mean? Just because he was beating him up. That's just how it goes.
Good point.
Yeah,
All
you know, once you start beating up a black dude in a one-on-one fight, I mean, I'm from New York City, so it's not the sticks. I'm in the city. So if you can start beating up a black dude, they'll jump off the bus. They'll come out the store. They don't even know this dude. And they try. Now you got to fight 2 black dudes or 3 black dudes. You know. Yeah, they soft like that. They never do a one-on-one with the white dude. They soft like that. Unless they win. Unless they're winning, you know. Because a lot of them are big. A lot of the brothers are big. I ain't gonna lie, but I live anyway. You know.
Hey, Rory, listen, I thank you for turning up the notch, here on the show, man. Because I just, I'm trying to get a hype, man. It's Sunday night. But all right, we'll catch up tomorrow, man. Good to talk to you.
All right, Star.
All right. White boy Rory tapping in, man. Whoo, shit. Left-handed, sit tight. You're up next. Sit tight. Give me a second. Janelle, I got your donation. Hey, Janelle, I did not get your email, but thank you. Guys, let me say to every and all sponsors, please make sure you look in the community section. We are reposting banners from, sponsors long ago, and if your information has updated, please email us with regards to your banners. Okay, we want to make sure that we're giving you what's called premium placement. Okay, check in the community section for your banner and let us know if anything has changed as far as the information goes. All right, I'm looking for Dana with the data. Dana, are you calling in? Yes, no, maybe. Okay. Whew. Wicked Hebrew got your donation. Thank you so much. He says white boys put bitches in crock pots. Yeah. R.I.P., man, to that young female, huh? Cam, I got your donation. Star, it's Cam. Okay, give me a second. I'll get to you. You're up next, Cam. Okay, I can't read this right now, but somebody sent me an email about Michael Jordan. Thank you. Did I get 267 on the line yet? Did I get you on the line? 267. I know I'm doing a lot right now. Yes, I did. Pardon me. I did. Let me bring in left-handed. Are you there, sir? Sunday night, left-handed.
Peace. What's good?
Hey, man, thank you for your patience. Rory and I had to pick up the pace here a little while ago, man. Well, where did we start, man? Ryan Garcia beating Devin Haney like an old slave. You saw the fight, of course. Yeah, you and I spoke this morning. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, sir. Absolutely, I saw it.
What do you want to
yeah, man. Devin Haney has to go to the back of the line now, man. A lot of cats get exposed. They talk that good stuff, and then when it's time for them to, represent that good stuff that they was talking, it don't end up so good. We talked earlier. And, I had mentioned that, the top guys in the game, your Shakurs, your Tanks, your Devins, your Terrence Crawfords, your Spencers. The only dudes to not really get touched would be Terrence Crawford and Tank Davis. We all know that Tank ran through Ryan Garcia. Now Ryan Garcia runs through Devin Haney. Let's continue to make these good fights, man, and continue to knock off the cast-offs, man. Devin Haney looked really, really bad.
Really bad.
Ryan Garcia looked really, really good.
Really
I'm not taking nothing away from him. Ryan Garcia looked really, really good. Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Can I chime in? He looked really bad, man. I mean, do you think he had an off night Do you think he had an off night, or did he just get outgunned by Ryan Garcia? I mean, Ryan was popping him with those lefts, bow, and just staggering.
He never saw the left hook coming.
Okay.
From the door.
Okay.
He never saw the left hook coming. The first one he popped the whip.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Took him out the situation. And from then on, it was bad. It was almost like Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. You know, and the only difference between that was that, it went to a majority decision. And I don't know what that was about. You know what I mean? But again, at the end of the day, man, Devin Haney has to get back to the chalkboard. I think that his resume spoke for itself. Ryan Garcia, his off the, outside the ring antics, I kind of like, people bought into it and said, well, this is going to be a one-sided fight. I don't think anybody goes into a fight thinking that they're going to lose or thinking that they're going to get really, really beat up or whatever, bad or indifferent. They're going in to win. Right. And I think that's what Ryan Garcia did. Ryan Garcia exercised all the demons, no pun intended. I think that Devin Haney and his pops kind of like need to kind of like fall back. They got caught up in the, I'm going to talk my ish syndrome. You know what I mean? And that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to do that. But at the end of the day, you're not supposed to talk all that ish, man, and then, get pounded out like that, man. That was an ass kicking to the first degree. Straight like that.
If I can jump in for a second.
Yeah.
I think he got manhandled, to say the least.
Yeah.
And coming into this fight, for those who don't know, Devin Haney was undefeated in his professional boxing, career. But where does this now, in your mind, put him? Because Tank was tearing him apart on social media after this loss. I mean, Tank was talking hella crazy about not just Devin Haney, but also his father, telling people to send mail to his home. I mean, he was really, really just dragging him. So where does this now put Devin Haney in? And should he fight Ryan Garcia again anytime soon, or should he just give this some time? He's still the champ. He didn't lose his belts. Didn't lose his title. Should he just keep it pushing for now?
I think Devin Haney got to do some reevaluation. And again, it'll be good for him. As far as Tank is concerned, Tank is in the catbird seat. Tank can say what he wants. You know what I mean? I got Ryan Garcia out of here with a body shot.
But hang on.
You know what I mean?
Hang on.
Go ahead.
I want to focus on Devin Haney. Again, he's still got the belt and the title. Should he stay clear of Ryan Garcia? Now, there's really no reason to fight him other than ego, right?
I mean, if you want to get that lick back, you're going to have to, do what he needs to do. But he's definitely in the back of the line as far as, prestige is concerned. And, people just say now he's was a one-trick pony. His resume doesn't speak for itself anymore. He used his resume to get to this fight. And he kind of got exposed, man. You know what I mean? The Lomachenko fight, Kambosos twice, notwithstanding. He just got into a fight with a serious, ready to go Ryan Garcia. And I think he kind of reeled everybody in, played the sucker role until it got time for round one, and you saw what happened after that. Yeah. You know what I mean? So all due respect to Ryan Garcia, man. All due respect. You know what I mean? And it just is what it is with Devin Haney, man, and they got to do some reevaluation. There's some things out there he maybe could do. Teofimo Lopez, maybe he could do that. You know what I mean? All the other stuff is going to be out the window. He got to go to the back of the line, Devin Haney.
Yeah. I think he should keep it pushing, me personally. I've still got the belt. I still have the title. Yes, I took an ass whooping. Let's you and I get back to this in 4 year. 4 years. Sometimes you have to know when you've been outgunned. But hang on a second before I forget. I asked a question earlier. I didn't see anybody responding, and people who claim to know basketball, Photo Boy Jay did respond. Was Michael Jordan a good point guard? Now, he hasn't played the point guard position. That's not what he is known for, but there was a time in his journey with the Bulls that he played the point guard. How long was that for? Because he went to Doug Collins to request playing point guard. And from what I remember, his stats were pretty impressive. Yes, no?
Absolutely. Jordan, he went to Doug Collins because the team wasn't doing good at all. He was frustrated because the supporting cast wasn't helping him out. And he said he was going to want to take over being the team's point guard so he could create better scoring opportunities for his teammates and then be in control of his own offensive, performance. In 24 games, man, as the Bulls starting point guard during the 89 season, he averaged 30 points, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists. So again, playing the point guard, according to Michael Jordan, he said that he was not getting banged up as he used to. You know what I mean? So again, it created some opportunities for himself and his teammates, and Doug Collins was with it. And again, it did yield good results. Again, how would Horace Grant and Scottie Pippen, get those baskets? Because they're created by the greatness of Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? Again, if people don't know, that's cool. You know what I mean? Because 88 and 89, they use it as an excuse. That might be going a little bit too far back for some of these cats who claim they know. You know what I mean?
Well, listen, I mean, you and I mean, I like to throw these curveballs out from time to time to see if these newer, LeBron fans, if they know that Jordan played point guard at one particular point in time in the NBA. All right, man. Anything else you want to mention? Do you care about Drake, in my opinion, destroying Kendrick Lamar again or not?
I don't care about Drake and none of that, but I do care about my New York Knicks.
Oh,
right?
Jesus.
Let me send some respect out to Yada Bear. It'll be all right. Down there in Sports Talk every Tuesday night, man.
Left-handed. Hey, man, I can only give you 20 seconds on those bum-ass Knicks, man. I'm sorry, man. Go ahead, man.
All right, no doubt. Absolutely. I'll start the countdown right now. Listen, started out slow. Did what we needed to do. Deuce McBride came up really, really big, made some big shots. We showed that New York grit, New York hustle. Joel Embiid got hurt. Hopefully he can come back for game 2. We can make a big series out of it. I'm going to get out of here, yo.
Good to talk to you, man. Peace. Peace. That's my guy. He keeps me up to speed on things like Florida Boy J. I'm not trying to hear nothing about no bum-ass New York Knicks. Nah. Guys, on the screen, my showrunner. Should boys be circumcised at birth? Since we had a discussion this past Thursday with regards to should females dush, I feel it's only right that we then, give the females or whoever else the chance to talk about circumcision. I pulled some notes as well. Hold on a second. After studying scientific evidence, the American Academy of Pediatrics, AAP, found that the health benefits of circumcision in newborn boys outweighs the risk of the procedure. But the AAP also found the benefits are not great enough to recommend that all newborn boys be circumcised. It's just a little double talk. So in reality, it's still a personal choice or a religious choice, If and when I have any kids, I'm going to make sure that the little boy is circumcised. Absolutely. For health reasons, Guys, Penelope, I got your donation. Thank you so much. Hold on a second. Yeah, send an email, Penelope. I got your donation, but with regards to all business, send an email. I do not do DMs with people. I don't. I don't check DMs. Too much weirdo shit, niggas from the past trying to act like we're friends. Fuck out of here. Send an email, darling, okay? thehater1964@yahoo.com, all right? Also, I want to make sure I'm promoting my sponsors, www.hudsontubs.com. That's Maurice. Please go there, guys, with regards to bathtub restoration, showers, antique commodes, sinks, and other things, okay? Or some type of family heirlooms, anything that goes into a bathroom, reach out to this man, tell him I sent you, www.hudsontubs.com, okay? Marshall Bussington III, star Every Man Should Be Circumcised. It looks rather atrocious otherwise, okay? However, On the contrary, I would ask, why are men born covered? Okay. Thank you for your donation. Who's on the line here that's been on hold for a while? I don't know what happened to this guy. I don't find his number here. But let me bring him. 559. Good evening. It's Sunday, late night. Are you there? 559. Yes, no, maybe? If not, I have to go. Are you ready? 559. Okay. Let's try 505. Good evening. Sunday, late night. 5.
Yo, Star, what's up?
Yes,
this
sir.
Cam calling back in.
Who?
I'm out in Cali. Cam, me and For the Boy Jay, we had the discussion on Tuesday. I'm out in Cali.
I don't remember, sir, but how are you? What's cracking?
I'm doing good. How you doing? I know you can't stand. I hate to say I told you so, people, but shit, I told For the Boy Jay that Drake was untouchable, and this just proved it.
Okay.
There was nothing that Kendrick could have possibly said other than, like R8 allegations or some kids allegations, and Drake used that on himself in his Pac verse, his AI Pac verse.
Right, I heard it.
He used it on himself. There's nothing for Kendrick to come back at this nigga with. There's like nothing. He can't come back at him. Michael Jordan, he was a good point guard. He had
hang on a second, sir. I don't really want to focus on Michael Jordan. I want to keep this on Drake destroying, in my opinion, Kendrick Lamar.
Destroyed him.
I hate to say I told you so, but last week I said Drake will drop another diss track, right? By Friday at the latest.
You did. You
right?
said that. Yep, you sure did.
Yeah. A death blow. And I don't mind the fucking AI Snoop and the AI Tupac. It's where the game is now.
Right.
So
put that nigga in the garbage can.
Yeah. So
you put him in the garbage can.
You're on the West Coast and you say there's nothing Kendrick can come back
There's
with, right?
nothing Kendrick can come back. There's nothing. There's nothing. Nothing.
Okay. Have you heard anything out there in them streets that will lead you to believe that this nigga's cooking something up in Bel Air?
It don't matter what he cook up. It ain't gonna stick, Star. Like, it's just not gonna stick. It don't matter. It don't matter. Everybody caught up in this, and they overlooking the fact that Drake is that nigga. Like, you can't beat this nigga, bro. He used the only thing that could have possibly beat him. He used it against himself. So what can you do with a nigga like that? Nothing. Like shit.
Well, now hang on a second. Kendrick does have above average wordplay, so I guess he can.
That don't matter. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. They here for the bullshit, Star. They don't want to hear that mathematical, all that. They don't want to hear that.
You're right.
Personally, I like lyrical hip hop. You know what I mean? But I'm saying what the people like. This is a numbers game, and that's what people is forgetting. Like, Drake got the numbers, man. You can't beat this man.
I agree with you. Now, I'm sure he has a third diss for Kendrick in the tuck.
He do. You can tell by the way that he itching for Kendrick to drop something. He like, come on, nigga, I dare you. I dare. Like, he's waiting. He got something that if you thought that last diss, the little, what's it called? The tailor-made. If you thought that was a death blow, he really got something in the can. He's waiting for this nigga to say something so he can really put this nigga in the casket. He waiting. You can tell. He daring this nigga like, come on, Kendrick, please say something back so I can really give you the death blow. Kendrick not stupid though. He ain't gonna do it.
Okay. So Kendrick has had his run, so to speak. Hey man, before you go.
No, I ain't gonna say he had his run. He just ain't got what it takes to go toe to toe with Drake because Drake is untouchable.
Got you. Okay. How old are you? I don't know. You said we spoke before. How old are you?
I'm 30. You remember me and For the Boy Jay, we had our back and forth on Tuesday, I think it was.
So I don't remember my lunch today, but
okay.
And hang on a second. Uzi Vert, did he drop the Lil in front of his name? Now is he just Uzi Vert? He did the death drop and then clutched his Birkin bag the second night at Coachella. This nigga is now sexually free. He's free now.
I can't speak on that. I don't know nothing about that.
Well, hang on. Listen to old nigga Star. he did
I'm
back in the 80s when guys who I used to know, they used to walk the ballroom floor and they were serving face. You know, this nigga did the death drop. You know, he was popping his booty and he was voguing. Did you see it?
I did not see that.
Come on, man. You have to see. When you get time, watch Lil Uzi Vert voguing on the stage. You know, and you got JT from the trash ass City Girls. He's up on social media trying to say, no, he's not gay. Shit like that. But, keep me posted, man. Good to talk to you.
I wanted to talk about that 19-year-old girl.
Well, Sade Robinson, she's deceased now. What do you want to say?
Shit just went left. That's all I can say about that.
Say
Shit
again?
went left.
Say again?
I said shit went left. That's what happened.
I don't think so. I think that there may have been.
I think so.
Go ahead.
I don't think there was no foul play. See, these young females different, Star. Like, they different. They don't understand. All they really know is social media and all that. She was probably playing with this 35-year-old nigga or 33-year-old nigga, and shit went left. Like, it went left. Like, shorty, what is you doing? This shit. What you doing? Shit went left, and he had to cover his tracks. That's what happened.
Where did you grow up? Did you grow up around white boys? I'm not talking about hip hop trash white boys. I mean, like, white boys.
No, I grew up around niggas, and I cannot stand niggas. Okay. Like, I cannot stand niggas. I grew up around niggas, just seeing how dirty they is and shit. I went to school with white boys. They ain't no better, but shit, at least they real with they shit. Niggas will try to sneak you. White boys will be on some dirty shit in front of you, in your face. You know what I mean? But I can't stand niggas.
Well, white boys grow up and they already at a very young age, I would say as early as 10 years old, they have a rebellions against society, you know, the powers that be, if you will. And they start gravitating towards things such as different writings, whether it's Aleister Crowley, Mein Kampf by Adolf Hitler, and other literature.
Do as thou wilt.
Yeah. And so they are hungry for death and destruction, you know, and so she probably fucked around and found out. Sadly,
she did.
I'm not laughing at her. It's a very sad thing what happened to her, but
it is
19 years of age. I don't know if she had any experience dating those types of white boys. Sometimes the culture clashes can be too much, and you fuck around. You say the wrong thing, you scratch somebody's ego, and hey, there's no turning back. No turning
you take
back.
that, like you said, a culture clash plus a big age gap, that's a recipe for distraction.
Yeah. Hey, man, thanks for the call. Thank you.
Yeah, have a good night, Star.
Okay. Damn, he said he hates niggas. Shit. He came right out with it. Okay, who are you? Don't just send me random emails. I'm not interested in anything with regards to real estate scamming. Fuck out of here with that weirdo shit, man. All that DJ Ponzi shit. Generational wealth. I'm not interested, but thanks anyway. Oh, I'm sorry. Was this person on hold for a while? 860. Is this shot by Fabi? Shot by Fabi.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, thank you for your patience. As you can see, we're all over the place tonight, man. Where do you want to start? Where do you want to start this evening?
Well, I want to talk about Kendrick and then Ryan.
Please.
Yeah, so with Kendrick, there's a few things that are happening. Rory and Maul, last time before Drake dropped his song, they knew about Drake's song that was coming, so they mentioned the drop and Give Me 50 before that happened, and then they were right about that song. So what they're saying, the information that they got is that Kendrick has a whole album ready to drop, and that he has a song on there that's hit him up level. And so they're saying that song, the people that have heard it are saying that it's a crazy ass response, and he's probably putting a whole project and visuals around it because he has the PG Lang thing. Okay. And he also has something that he's doing with the creators of South Park. They're putting some stuff together, and we're not even putting past it that they're gonna make fun of Drake on like some South Park stuff as well.
Okay.
And so they got a whole rollout for that happening. So who knows with that? And with the Ryan Garcia, I've actually worked
Well,
with.
hang on a second. Rory and Mal are credible. I've never met Mal, but I fuck with Rory heavy. He and I have been communicating because when I go up to New York on my business, I will be doing their podcast. Okay, so if they said Kendrick has something in the tuck, okay, but now do you think that when it comes out, it's going to be too old and not necessarily in tune with what's going on now?
No, see, you know, I actually have a different opinion than you. I think that Drake is just he was having kind of like a victory tour with Cole, and out of nowhere he gets attacked by like everybody in the industry. So this is messing with his head. Right. And so what he's doing is that every day that passing, it's what they're calling it, that the silence from Kendrick is deafening. Right. It's basically what's happening, and Drake is just in his mind, like wondering every single day, like when is it gonna drop? What's he gonna say? What kind of dirt they got on me? Yeah. So he is anxious for that diss track to come out, and so he's trying to bait Kendrick, but Kendrick's not gonna fall for it. Kendrick is the same dude that took 5 years off after creating Damn, which was his best selling project of all time. So he's not gonna speed anything up because of Drake. And Drake putting out another track only makes people more wanting for Kendrick to drop, because he's kind of, he's keeping the momentum going. If he would have stopped the momentum with push-ups, then yeah, like the more time passes with Kendrick not responding, then people kind of lose interest. But the fact that he did that, it kind of adds momentum to whatever Kendrick's going to say. And remember also that Kendrick's next album is going to be his first independent album on PG Lane. Oh. He's not on TDE no more. Okay. So Kendrick needs that. So Kendrick needs all the exposure that he can get for that album. So that's why he's doing this whole rollout about the diss Drake, so he can get all the attention in the world.
That makes sense. Go ahead. Makes sense.
Yeah, so that's what's going on right now, and so it's like Drake kind of messed up doing that track, because it's the internet is split, man. It's like the kids are saying it's cool, but then it's like they said, the older heads and the real hip hop heads and people in the culture, they're saying it's like hella corny. I'm kind of like in the middle of it, I thought it was pretty cool, but it's like I don't feel that anybody's gonna be playing that song, 5 years from now, like a Hit 'Em Up or like an Ether. It's just like a throwaway internet like goofy song, And so if Kendrick does have some Hit 'Em Up level type of song that's gonna live on for like the next 5, 10, 15 years, then it's like that goofy stuff just kind of disappears when you put it up against like some real stuff,
Stay with me. Stay with me. I can appreciate everything you've just said, but now, aren't we all kind of goofy now? Hang on, aren't we all like, just zombies to fucking Instagram, TikTok, and to some degree you have to be in it to win it still,
Yeah.
So
yeah, but you know what,
well, hang on.
Something else that's happening.
Let me finish my point. Yeah, I will give you the last word. Kendrick may be working on an old model. I'm gonna drop this when the album drops, and by that time it's like you've lost the momentum, and then the kids are like, yo, this shit is trash. Sometimes you can wait too long. I mean, back in the days you could wait a month to respond, because you had the radio stations and the whole, you had specialty shows, and they would spike it once in a while, and certain day parts, but you can't do that now. You got to come back. Otherwise, somebody can really just gain momentum on you, sometimes too much momentum. You have the last word. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, so what's happening with that is that I don't know if you've noticed this, but it's almost like they're working in one accord against Drake. So the first time when Drake dropped Push-Ups, Ross dropped 4 hours after and took his momentum, like some momentum away from him. Right. This time when he drops the freestyle, Kanye drops a diss within 12 hours of him doing that and takes a bunch of the momentum away from him again. So it's kind of like they're plotting this against Drake, and they're doing that every time that he's gonna make a move that he thinks he has Kendrick on check. Someone else is coming in and putting in their 2 cents, So that's what's kind of happening too, which is like hella interesting, because it's just like a one of a kind thing. But and also Kendrick is a different type of animal. In the same way that Drake is, they're kind of like one of a kind, each of them, because Kendrick is one of the only MCs that can take that much time off, and then people are still anticipating. Like, it doesn't matter how long it takes. Okay. Most of his albums are considered classic, no matter how much time he took in between them. He won a Pulitzer Prize award. He has I don't know how many Grammy awards. Right. He's one of those rare ones. If I could just touch on Ryan Garcia too for a little bit.
Okay. Cool. Go ahead, please. Yeah.
Yeah, so I actually work with Ryan Garcia here in San Diego, and I'm
Okay.
telling you, man, that left hook that he has,
Ooh, nice.
Ryan Garcia.
It's nice.
Yeah, so that
No,
left hook that he has, man, is crazy.
I
Like,
was saying, whoo, yeah, go ahead.
yeah. I have footage of him, like, of training a bunch at the gym and all that stuff, and most of the time, all the footage I have of him is just him throwing that crazy left hook and, like, leaving dents in the bag. And so what happened yesterday, too, man, is that everybody out here in San Diego, like, I work in Tijuana a lot at the boxing event. So they have, like, 3-4 little boxing events in TJ every single weekend. And so that's where Devin Haney kind of started his career out there in TJ.
Mm-hmm.
And so all of us that work here, we know that Devin Haney had been knocked out in TJ before when he was younger, but it got scrapped from his record because they were trying to protect him. So he's been knocked out before. He's got a pretty weak chin, man. And that was Ryan Garcia's, like, way of taking him out. And he messed with Haney's just his brain so much during the whole build up to it, that Haney was going in there trying to, like, knock Ryan out too, and he just, like, lost control of his game plan, and Ryan just caught him from the beginning of that fight.
Hang on. Now, when you say knocked out or knocked down, because there is a difference.
Yeah, knocked down. That's what I meant.
Knocked down. Yeah. Okay. I take nothing away from Devin Haney, but I'm more glad, that Ryan Garcia has redeemed himself. I don't mind all the goofy trolling shit that he does. He's part of the newer generation. I mean, I don't have any biological kids or grandkids, but if I did, they would be doing the same shit he's doing. I saw him after the fight smoking a cigar, him and whatever that guy's name is. He said, yeah, man, tell Mike Tyson to come on through, man. And he said he was smoking on a Devon pack. So I'm glad that he redeemed himself. But now they fought 6 times in the amateurs, and they both won 3 of those fights. So last night, Saturday, last night going into the battle, Ryan seemed very confident. He seemed like the trolling that he was doing was not gonna take over his mission. Am I somewhat sort of right?
Yeah. So Ryan worked his game plan to perfection because Devin doesn't sell whatsoever. So Ryan knew off the jump that he was not going to make weight. He knew it. He knew it. Like, he knew it, and he was willing to pay Devin that money because he's going to make that and more. Million. Yeah. So there's a big difference when you're in boxing. I've been around the boxers when they're cutting weight, man. They're miserable. They're in a bad mood. They're irritable. They're all that stuff. So now you take that away from Ryan. Ryan doesn't have to make weight. He doesn't have to do all that, getting in the sauna, looking like Skeletor, all that stuff. Mm-hmm. So once you add that to the mix, and he already has more power than Devin, it's just like Devin has to still cut that weight or else he loses his belt. So Devin did get down to 140, and Ryan didn't. Right. Ryan was able to get to the match. I don't know if you've seen the picture of him versus how he looked against Gervonta Davis.
I did.
He looked like Skeletor. Yeah. And now he had a bunch of muscle on him, and he was looking happy because he didn't have to cut weight. He wasn't, like, super hungry and dehydrated, and that's why, he knew that Devin wasn't going to cancel the fight, because if he did, nobody would watch the fight against whoever was going to replace Ryan, because they always have, like, a fighter ready to replace the main event if something happens.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Now, hang on a second before you go. I don't want to see the rematch too soon. Is there any type of clause that you know about? You say you work with Ryan Garcia. I don't know if that's true or not. Is there any type of clause where they have to fight within 6 months or anything like that? Because Devin Haney still has his belt and the titles. What's going on with a possible rematch?
Yeah, so it seems that there's no clause, because usually the clause goes for the champion, and since Devin Haney lost but he's still champion, there's no need to do that clause if Ryan doesn't want it, because in reality Ryan is the A side. This is one of those super rare times again in history where, because of the internet, Ryan Garcia, who's the challenger, but he has I believe it's like 10 million followers. He has way more followers and sells way more than Devin, so it doesn't even matter. Ryan didn't even care about the belt. He doesn't want the belt. He doesn't even need it. So Ryan wants to move on to another fight, because Ryan knows that if he has to cut the weight to fight Haney has a good chance of outpointing him if they fight again, because Haney is going to learn his lesson of not going in there trying to kill Ryan. So Ryan isn't dumb. Ryan knows that he goes up against Haney one more time, Haney's going to just make it a boring fight and outpoint him and beat him. So Ryan has no reason to want to fight Haney again.
Okay. Hey, man, I appreciate you tapping in. And one last thing before you go, Ryan doesn't speak Spanish, right? He's
Nah, he doesn't speak Spanish.
he's got a little bit of Mexican somewhere in the bloodline, but for the most part, he's an American white boy, right?
Yeah. He literally doesn't even speak any Spanish. When he was out here, when I worked with him, it's when he was with Canelo team.
Yeah.
So he was working with Canelo team, and Canelo's trainer Eddie Reynoso doesn't speak a word of English, and Ryan doesn't speak a word of Spanish.
Yeah.
So they used to communicate just like with sign language, and would try to figure out what each other are saying because And so Ryan had never claimed to be La Raza up until the last fight.
Nor should he try to.
bit.
Nor should he try to claim that. But I wanted to make that clear. He's a white boy. He's got little.
We can't really claim him, man. He don't.
A little Mexican somewhere in the bloodline, but that's a white boy. Hey, man, thank you for your call.
Yeah, for sure, Star.
Yes,
all right, peace.
Thank you. Okay. For those who didn't know, okay, Ryan Garcia doesn't speak any Spanish. Blade, I got your email. He says, Star, the small hats warned Kendrick not to respond. Thank you, Blade. Blade, are you up to speed on what's going on? Oh, my God, the small hats. What did they supposedly take out over 20? I don't even want to repeat it. Sheesh. Camille, hold on a second, guys. Send link to your channel. Folks, if you are a sponsor, I want to make sure that you have a link and a wrench in that live chat. Talk to the trolls. Communicate with them. Bring them over to your platforms. Okay. Camille, I just responded to your email. Thank you for tapping in. And any other sponsors, please make sure that you look in the community section. It's very, very important that we know if your banners have all of the current information on them, okay? And we are reposting some of the older banners as well. All right. Hang on, guys. Okay, did I pick up all calls that were in the queue? Sean, you've been hanging out for a while, man. Thank you for your patience. Sean, are you there? Sunday night? 012?
Hey, man. Hey, what's going on? What's going on, Star? How you feeling, baby?
I'm alive, sir. How about yourself, man? How about yourself?
I'm all right. I'm cooling.
It's cracking, man.
Now, basically, I want to talk about the topic. What's the topic with Ryan Garcia?
No. Drake destroys Kendrick. Did you hear the second diss track? It's crazy. The AI.
Yeah. But he used a fake Tupac voice and a fake Snoop voice.
Yeah.
So kind of didn't win any points with that. But why isn't he responding to Rick Ross? He's not giving Rick Ross any energy.
Well, listen, I fuck with Rick Ross heavy, but in reality, he's small potatoes, man. Gotta go for the crown, man. Going for Kendrick's head.
Hey, man. Drake is isn't Drake mixed? He's calling this guy a white boy.
Sir, Drake is a Jew, sir.
Baby.
Let's cut right to the chase. He's a Jew, and he's up right now.
He's Jewish?
Yeah, he's up. Yeah.
Oh, his mother's Jewish?
Yeah.
I thought his mother was white. Oh, okay.
Well, she's
I mean, it's still a little disrespectful, though. He's calling him a white boy every 2 seconds and bragging about his yacht and bragging about all this and that. It's a little disrespectful, and he won't give him any energy. I think he's scared of Ross.
Well, listen, I've already said that Rick Ross had the better diss. Ricky Rose brought the bars, but with regards to Kendrick, I think that Drake is not just put him on the ropes, but he just put the nail in his coffin. Wow, he's out of here.
Yeah, I mean, Kendrick, I never really was into Kendrick. It was like one of those conscious rappers, kind of like I'm not into those type of rappers.
Yeah, fraud.
He's like J. Cole.
Yeah. You fraud ass nigga. Fraud ass nigga.
Yeah, he is. He really is. now, we got to get to Ryan Garcia, man. He finally beat his first black man.
Say again.
I said Ryan finally beat his first black man. I know he's happy. Finally.
I think he's been doing a lot more, man, that he just hasn't been getting recognition for. I really do.
Yeah, yeah, I could agree with that a little bit, but Tank whooped his ass. Tank punched him so hard in the belly, he threw up everything he ate the year before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But basically, what's up with that caller that called earlier talking about he hate niggas? What the hell is wrong with that guy? He was a nigga his damn self.
So I don't like for one caller to question the other caller. I appreciate that guy, but do you want to chime in on anything else?
I don't want him to commit suicide.
Well, listen, let that man do what he does. So I appreciate your call. Anything else you want to mention? We're talking about a few topics here aside from Drake, and we also asked the question. The question: should boys be circumcised at birth?
Hell yeah. Should definitely be circumcised because no woman want to suck some slack.
Easy.
Oh, sorry.
Easy.
My bad.
Yeah.
No, well, you know, no women wants to, you know, get fellatio to, you know, some extra skin. They don't want to do that.
Okay.
Get that cut off.
Okay.
Because all it's going to do is just kill his self-esteem, and it's going to wind up just being a meat yanker.
Gotcha. I appreciate the call, sir. Thank you.
All right, Star.
All right, folks, on the screen, one of my sponsors, toastandslice.com. Okay, if you're in the Atlanta metro area, go to the website, www.toastandslice.com, and get any size pizza for free, okay? With the purchase of an equal or lesser pizza, okay, just use code STAR REPORT to redeem. I say just used code STAR REPORT to redeem. It's right there on the screen, okay? All right. If you're just now joining us, we've been throwing a couple of topics around, and let me just say again, Uzi Vert, congratulations. He's now sexually free. I don't know if he's quote unquote gay, and who gives a fuck, but he was at Coachella. That's the big, one of the big concert events. And he was on stage during one of his I think it was a new song. Yes, no, a new song, and he's popping his booty, and then he did the death drop. Now, the death drop is what they used to do back in the 80s when they would walk the ballroom floor, and whether they were serving face or serving body, and he's free now. JT, his girlfriend from the City Girls, she's up on social media trying to, I don't know, defend his sexuality. Did he ask her to do that, or does she just feel compelled? He's probably tired of her. He's tired of smashing. He's tired of arguing with her, and the City Girls are pretty much over. Aren't they, Troll Babies? Didn't they put out their last CD and nobody cared? Nobody. And then another night he came out and he was he finished up his set, pardon me, and then he ran back up on the riser to go get his Birkin bag and put it over his arm, and then he sashayed off the stage. Okay, congratulations to him if anybody gives a fuck. All right, Camille, did you get your wrench or the email? Pardon me, Camille, did you get the email? Let me know what's going on. And I have some other sponsors I want to make sure that I'm promoting. Shoosh. Why am I rushing? Slow down. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Okay. Here you go. Folks, if you're looking to get your taxes done, here is a great website to go to and ask for Alicia. Tell her I sent you. www.gurubusinesscenter.com. I say again, www.gurubusinesscenter.com. And I just got a text message from my alleged daughter, Amy. Hold on a second. She says, with regards to Sip Trinity, the 3 weeks promotion for free is in the community section, okay? If you purchase something from Sip Trinity. It's for the community section only. She said to specify that, okay? All right, let's go to area code 916. Late night. Good evening. Are you there? A few topics on the table.
Yes,
916.
sir. Yes, sir. I'm here. I've been waiting so patiently listening to the show.
How are you, sir?
Just to bring you up to speed, OG. I thought you was up to speed, man. Nobody's up to speed at the show. Kendrick,
Sir, can you get to the point? Just get to the point, sir. Get to the point.
Kendrick dropped Owl Hunting before Drake dropped that whack-ass AI track. Killed Drake. You ain't heard Owl Hunting?
You're talking about an AI track, sir. You're talking about an AI
No, it's not the AI track. It's called Owl Hunting. It's an extended 6 minutes long. It's not that whack little AI thing he did that everybody heard. That's why I'm not understanding. People are not getting this. That nobody's hearing about this, or nobody heard this on YouTube.
Come on, sir. I got time. Come on.
Yeah, I can email you the link to the song, or you could just look it up on YouTube. It's called Owl Hunting.
Why don't you send us the
Drake
link?
did.
Sir, we've got time. Send us the link, sir. We've got time tonight.
Send you the link? Okay, well, I would have to get off the phone. I just really was waiting just to tell you that because nobody was talking about it. I'm like, what the hell? Nobody heard this.
Sir.
Drake.
Sir.
Yeah.
Kendrick did not drop anything, sir.
You got to hear the song, Star.
Sir, Kendrick did not drop anything, sir. No.
Have you heard the song?
What you're talking about, sir, is not Kendrick.
You've heard it.
I'm going to put you on hold, sir, and then you send it, and we'll bring you back, and you say you've been holding for a while, yes?
Yes, I've been on hold for a while listening to the
I'm
show.
going to put you on hold. I'm going to put you on hold. Send the email. I've already heard what you're talking about, but I don't want to just hang up on you. You've been on hold for quite a bit of time, and send it, and then I'll pick you back up in 2 minutes. All right, 2 minutes.
All right, will do.
Okay. Nobody knows. Only he knows. We ain't up to speed. We ain't up to speed. Oh, do I love when niggas do that, right? Yo, y'all ain't up to speed. Yo, y'all missed it. Hold on a second. This man's been on hold for a while. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Oh, my goodness. Okay, he's talking about the AI video from 4 days ago. Give me a second. All right. Yeah, 3 days ago. Pardon me, folks. Okay. Give me a second. It's a Kendrick fan. 857, are you there? Good evening. 857.
I got it. Just believe me. So when I'm supposed to.
Okay, 857, you got to come to the phone, or we got to get you out of there. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, he's doing too much. Okay, let's bring in area code 646. Good evening. Are you there? Sunday night, late night.
Yo.
646. How are you?
Yo, Star was good, my G.
Sir, we've got a man on the line here. He said, we don't know that Kendrick dropped Owl Hunting.
Hey, yo, he the only one who heard it. You heard?
Yeah.
He about to send you the email.
Yeah.
He about to send you the email. You're about to break that record. You heard?
I'm looking at it right now. It's an AI video.
You got to break that. You heard? All right, but look.
What's cracking?
Peep this. Hey, yo, I'm gonna try to watch my language, but I know what the topic is. So let me just get this out the way real quick. J. Cole is a bitch, and right now it's looking like Kendrick is the same, man. Drake beating up both of them, man.
Yeah,
it's crazy, man. How I look at it, like I like to convert it into like action form. So I look at it like this, right? Because you know the behind story. So I look at it like Drake and Cole was on the phone. They like, yo, what's up? You pulling up to the spot tonight? And I like, yeah. And they like, yo, let's call Kendrick, see if he gonna roll with us. It's gonna be the big three. They call Kendrick. Kendrick like, nah,
big three.
I ain't fucking with y'all. I ain't going to the spot, right? So now Drake and J. Cole pull up to the spot. Everybody there, the whole industry, all eyes, even people like me, nobody, everybody there, all eyes on them. They see Kendrick in the spot. They're like, yo, Kendrick, what happened? we thought you wasn't coming. Like, what happened to the big three?
So I have to jump in with all due respect. Now, are you tweaking? Where are we going with this? Because it's you're giving me some type of weird scenario. Is this how does this end, please?
I'm leading up. I'm converting the raps into street term type.
Got you.
Like how it you understand what I'm saying? So it's like they wanted to go out to the spot together. Kendrick told them they wasn't going. They wound up going to the spot. They see Kendrick there. So now they feeling some type of way. Like, yo, what happened? What happened to the big three? Like, I thought you was rolling with us. He's like, man, fuck the big three. It's just big me. In front of all the spots. And then everybody looking like,
Can I jump in? Can I jump in? Can I jump in?
Yeah, go ahead.
The Jew from the 6 has got his foot up these niggas' asses. He has taken on all of these niggas, in push-ups.
Mm-hmm.
Now he has clapped back. I think it's brilliant. He brought in the AI Snoop, the AI Tupac, and now we got a little nigga who has never been in an orange jumpsuit, never been in fucking jail slides, and he's missing in action. Finish it up.
And he started all of it. And that's my whole, that's what I was getting to. It's like he started all of it, and now there's a brawl going on. Drake getting jumped. He fucking everybody up by himself. But Kendrick Lamar is nowhere to be found. Everybody like, this little nigga started it where he at. And this nigga nowhere to be found.
Nowhere to be found. Pussy nigga to throw rocks. Hey. Pussy nigga to throw rocks and hide his hand.
Exactly. Same shit J. Cole did, but J. Cole, he apologized in front of everybody and then left the spot.
I appreciate the call, man. Salute.
These niggas is sore.
Salute.
All right, my GB,
Yes,
easy,
okay,
man. Love your show.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Sir, are you there? 916. Are you there yet?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How are you, man? You called in. You said, we ain't up to speed. Right?
Y'all not up to speed on it.
Did you
I'm in the West Coast.
Okay, sir. Did you Google Kendrick Lamar AI owl hunting video? It's AI, sir.
No, I did not.
Can you? I got time, sir. I got time. You've been on hold for quite some time. Just type in owl hunting AI. It's not Kendrick, sir.
All right.
Give me a second. Hang on, kids. This is an old nigga. He's hoping Kendrick.
I mean, everybody
I know.
shocking this Drake cat. This dude he ain't been in no jumpsuit or nothing. He ain't did no time.
Well,
Kendrick Lamar.
Owl hunting AI.
All right.
You see it?
Hold on.
Give him a second, kids. He's got dial-up. AOL dial-up.
Kendrick Lamar owl hunting AI.
Yeah. Do you see it?
All right. No, that's not it. That's not the song I sent you.
Well, sir, I know which one you're talking about, sir. It came out 3 days ago.
It came out after 10 push-ups. When he talk about your favorite rapper Drake getting bumped by Diddy and nigga, you jocking Uzi Vert so much you want to top him off and all that. He went hard on him. Went ham on these 7.5. A be up your ass. Sir, you heard that? You heard that track?
I heard it, sir. It's AI. It's not Kendrick.
How is it AI when it's Kendrick Lamar's voice, but Drake using a fake Tupac and Snoop voice?
Well,
why would he do that?
Is Kendrick on the track anywhere, or is it all AI?
Yes, it's all Kendrick. It's Kendrick, and I think it's his producer, the dude that makes his beat. They both on it.
All right. So I appreciate the call, and thank you for holding. Anything else you want to reference tonight? We were asking a question with regards to males, young boys, should they be circumcised after birth?
Well, I was always wondering if Mr. Hitler's assumption that America had the original Hebrews over here true, because it seems like all black boys get circumcised at birth.
Shit, you trying to go someplace else? Okay. Well, can we just focus, sir, on boys now, right now? Never mind going back and all that stuff. Just right now, circumcised.
Right now, what? Most black boys I know get circumcised at birth. It's like a tradition for us in America. I don't know what that is.
Okay. I appreciate the call, sir.
Every black male, most black men that I know was circumcised at birth.
What about Caucasian and Hispanic and Asian? What about those?
I think it's a choice with them whether they want to do it hygienically or if they just, if their family decides that they want to do it because of hygienic reasons. But most of them, they make a decision later on in life. We don't have a choice. Most black boys in America, we get clipped before we even knew what happened.
Okay. I appreciate the call, sir. Thank you.
All right, check that track.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He said, check out the AI track because we ain't up to speed. Whew. He's a believer, Let him believe. Let him believe. Pam, I got your donation. Hey, Pam, which Pam are you? I know. Damn, I know. Well, I used to know 5 Pams. 3 of them are dead now. That's an old ass name, Pam. Do they call you Pamela? Were you born? You born in the 60s? Okay, you were trying to donate and you don't know how. Okay, well, baby, if you don't know how to donate, you shouldn't be watching this show. You're too old. I've been trying to figure it out. Hold on a second. Area code 516. Good evening. Are you there? Late night.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, who's this?
Hey, Star. Anyway, I love Kendrick.
Okay.
That's number one.
Who am I speaking to, dear? Who am I speaking to?
Tiara from
Tiara.
Long Island.
Hey, girl, how are you?
What's up?
What's up?
Okay, yeah, you do speak to a lot of people. This is probably like my 4th or 5th time calling in. But anyway, I love Kendrick.
Okay.
When I tell you I'm like a number one fan, I probably heard 85% of his catalog from start to end.
Okay.
I have not really given any attention to this beef. I scroll past it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to. Him and Drake and J. Cole, they are 3 different artists. I don't find nothing similar between any of them. Okay. How do I articulate this?
Take your time. Take your time.
Yeah. Kendrick, okay. He got a verse that said, his uncle's doing life. He's not rap too tight. He told me rap about life, not rap, niggas. So I just think that he's done so much, but he has such a great body of work. I feel like the albums that Drake puts out can't compare. Not saying that Drake is popping. He's been popping for a very long time.
Okay.
But Kendrick is a great performer. And like I said, he's a true artist. I really have no other way to put it. Drake is almost like.
Have you seen him live in concert? Seen him live in concert?
No, I've seen it's online. He doesn't do a lot of touring. He tours every album.
It's different though when you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you short.
I know.
It's different when you go see people in concert.
He was sweating. I know. He could put on. I was going to do the Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. He came and left. That's what he do. He comes to the city, he goes. So, but unfortunately, maybe next time around. But he tours every album, and then that's it for him. He comes out, he pops out, and then he goes back under.
Okay, but now, hang on, dear, because I want us to finish up on the topic. So Drake is at this nigga's neck. No ifs, ands, or buts. I think the addition of the AI Tupac and Snoop is brilliant. I think it works. It's all fun. It's entertainment. It's not like back in the days. Them goofy ass niggas in New York running up to the stations, shooting each other. Huh? It's not that serious. It's entertainment. Are you not entertained? Entertained.
Kendrick gets it. He gets it. I know. But I guess he's taking the approach where he's not going to. I think when a rapper makes a diss song and then that person doesn't respond back, it's like I'm 2 elephants don't swat flies. I don't know if that's how I feel. That's how I see it now. Like if people diss Jay-Z left and right, big people, small people. Oh, elephants don't swat flies. What is he gonna get on the track and say? Like, I don't know. I think that's a good mystique about him. That's why I love him better than he's my favorite rapper, hands down, for real. But I want to talk about.
Hang on a second, Tiara. Hold on. I gotta ask you this.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Nicki Minaj live in concert?
I haven't.
Nor have I. Nor have I. However, I want to see Doja Cat in concert. I really do.
She's a hell of a performer too.
I don't know. I've never seen her, but I respect the hell out of Nicki. I've got a diamond Nicki Minaj fucking plaque they sent me a couple of years ago. But
you were looking recently for somebody to go to a Nicki Minaj concert. Let's do it, Star.
Well, where are you?
I want to go with you.
I'm in North Carolina. Where are
I
you?
live in Georgia, where you used to live.
Well, why didn't we ever hook up?
I live in Georgia.
What happened? Why didn't we hook up?
Why didn't we hook up? I can email you. I really do. I don't know when she's gonna
listen. Now, if I said to you send a picture and you didn't do it, you're pump faking. Okay. I'm now.
Okay, I'm gonna do. Okay.
Listen to me. Listen to me. I'm in Emerald Isle. Do you know where that's at? North Carolina?
Where? South Carolina?
No. Come on, baby. Emerald Isle.
Okay. No, I never heard of it, but I know there's probably.
Well, write it down. Get a crayon or something. Listen, Emerald Isle.
Emerald Isle.
North Carolina. Okay. I want to go see Doja Cat.
Now you want to see Doja Cat?
I want to go see Doja Cat. Okay.
I like her. I do. I think she's great.
You're not married, are you? I don't want to go somebody who's married.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
This is for your research purposes, right?
Well, whatever. And I mean, just send a picture. Let's see if it works. I want to go see Doja Cat. Are you into hockey? The NHL playoffs are going on right now. You into hockey?
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I am not.
Okay.
But I respect it. Long Islanders, Rangers.
Okay. How long have you been in Georgia? How long have you been in Georgia?
Since 2015. I've been here a while.
Okay.
Damn. Almost what? 9 years.
Great to talk. Send a picture. Let's talk. But I want to see Doja Cat live in concert, all right?
Okay. Wait. I want to mention the boys being circumcised. As a mother of 3 boys.
Okay.
3. I circumcised every last one of my sons. I don't know if it's an American thing, right? I just figured and I never had any issues with it. It heals up fast when they're babies. They put the little Vaseline done, one and done. And I always was told that it was just better for, I guess, to take that foreskin away. Supposedly the foreskin holds bacteria, and then a lot of men do get it later in their life. And I find that there are foreigners, be it from Jamaica, Africa, those countries. I don't think they place that much importance on that, but I think it's an American thing. And even then, it's a choice, because all 3 times I was always asked, "Do you want to?"
Gotcha.
And the answer was yes.
Gotcha.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Tara, great to talk to you, baby.
Kendrick.
Great to talk to you.
Whoa. I love Kendrick, and he don't got to say shit to these motherfuckers at all.
Okay.
They're not in the same stratosphere, as far as I'm concerned.
Have a good night.
All right, good night.
Have a good night. Bye.
Yeah.
Has anybody seen Doja Cat in concert? I really do want to see her live. I fuck with Nicki, but I've never said, yo, I gotta see Nicki live. I don't know. Hold on. I think we're done. Oh, wait a minute. I got one last call here. Hold on a second. You are my last caller. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening.
I think we're done. What's up? I don't know what she was talking about the last call. I have to.
Sir, we got a bad echo in the background. Can you make the adjustment so we can hear what you're saying? Please.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
There you go. How are you, sir? Yes, sir. Good evening. How are you?
Doing good. I'm based in New York City.
Okay.
My name is Radio.
Salute.
I just want to say for for this Kendrick and Drake thing. I know the last caller, she was like, he doesn't have to say anything.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, he does have to say something.
Yeah.
Because this shit has been going on for like a decade, and I just don't fucking believe that this nigga gonna let a Canadian talk crazy like.
Yeah. He started this shit a decade ago.
Yeah, a decade ago. So like, for everyone that keeps saying like, oh, you know, he needs to answer now.
Yeah.
Let's just all get this straight. This nigga Drake took years to finally reply back.
Right.
To then now get all his groupies and all his people talking about, oh, he need to hurry up and day 1, day 2. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
So you're gonna watch the F-bombs once in a while is okay, but don't keep doing it. You mess up my algorithm.
Okay.
You understand? Slow down. Go ahead.
My bad. I just love this hip hop stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just trying to say, like, for people to really think that Drake is gonna beat a person that actually embodies hip hop, I would like to hear your input, Star, because I know that you a person of hip hop, and I know, like, not gonna lie, his first 2 diss tracks were good, but I felt like the Tupac and Snoop Dogg thing was very corny to just get him out of his character.
Okay.
Like it was very corny. He didn't have to do that, but he's just doing that because.
Can I respond?
In my sense.
Can I respond?
Yeah.
Truthfully, hip hop is corny now. It's super corny. It's corny. The culture is the culture of chaos and finesse. That combined with capitalism. I'm a capitalist, and that's the culture for the most part. There's no guidelines, there's no rules, there's no parameters. Nobody's in the parks anymore. Nobody's posted up, spitting in the cipher. That's long gone. So the culture now, if I use that word loosely, it's very corny. So why not give us the AI Snoop and the AI Tupac? Why not?
I don't know, man. Actually, no. Let me cut that out. Why let a person that's a culture vulture,
right,
AI Snoop Dogg and Tupac? That's crazy. That is crazy. For people to say that that's like genius is insane. That's insane. Especially Tupac. That's a legend. You feel me? We don't know if this boy got permission to use that. We all know that he didn't get permission from both of them to do that crap. I just know that like it was just a ploy to just poke at Kendrick
right.
Because of the fact that, like, you know, if anybody who knows Kendrick, he always says that he's like the embodiment of Tupac, which in my opinion he is. He really is. But for you to play
sir, with all due respect, you're tweaking. The embodiment of Tupac? Come on. You're tweaking, man. No. Sir, you're done. You were doing fine until you said the embodiment. There is no correlation between the two. None.
There's no correlation to the two?
No. Kendrick Lamar has done nothing in terms of acting or even activism. He's just a rapper.
Okay,
man.
let me correct myself. I didn't mean the embodiment. I just meant
no. You said it. You said it.
All right. Now you
stand on it. Stand on it. Thank you, man.
All right.
Thank you, man. Have a good night. Let's get him out of here.